see me keep looking over my shoulder. I gotta watch my back. Oh, she egged me. What the Oh, shit all over my Republican jersey. Go get that towel. Y'all didn't know. Y'all.
You fucking owners have handled Judge, gentlemen, retired? Come on! He should have been fired before the fucking season! Joe Judge, quarterback sneak on not one, but 2 times from the fucking 5-yard line!
And we're talking echelon, where it's going to be Yankees first, Giants second, Jets third, Mets last.
No!
Wait a minute. It's Yankees first.
Okay.
Giants second.
Okay.
Knicks third.
No!
Jets fourth. Mets fifth. Oh, wait a minute. The Nets spit their mouth when they found out he was leaving. Maybe it was girl number 25 that didn't mind doing it.
I'll just put it this way. It's way bigger than Nino Brown, a.k.a. Deshaun Watson. This is way bigger than him.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is.
That's why he got off, because it's bigger than him and there's bigger people implicated in this.
I think it's going to come to maybe 5 years down the line, and then Cleveland going to crumble.
Hey, welcome to the Venom and Smoke Show. This is your host, Mo Young, kicking it to you live on this Friday. Let's bring in the Diabolical Hater. See, another jersey.
Don't call me Trevor.
Oh, shit.
You wearing Oregon's colors?
Nah, this is actually a Mighty Duck jersey, but it's the New Orleans Mardi Gras colors. You can see the hat says Dola. That's for the hometown, but it's a Mighty Duck jersey. It's not an Oregon jersey. I don't wear losers. I'm not wearing that. The Ducks won. The Mighty Ducks won their championship. They won.
Yeah.
It's a Charlie Conway jersey. But us here in NOLA, we wear it for Mardi Gras because it got Mardi Gras colors. This is
it got that. The top is purple.
It's green jersey with purple and yellow.
All right.
Stripe. Yeah, so
that's nice.
And I got a Pelicans beanie one while back. I finally got something to wear it with that matches, so I'm happy. It matches.
But you're wearing losers.
Well,
you wore the Pelicans because they lost. When was it, last night or the night before?
I'm not worrying about the Pelicans. I wore because it says NOLA on the hat.
Right.
I gotta give it shit. My Pistons won. Damn it, that's all that matters. We rolling with this today, man. Wore this Mardi Gras colors to represent the city. That's all. It's Mardi Gras jersey. Mardi Gras colors represent the city. Since we're going through a tough time, I know we're gonna probably talk about that later. Ooh,
since what happened down there recently, how's the city been?
Oh, so it's going back, but Bourbon Street open and stuff, so it's going back to normal, really. But still not gonna be as normal as it was. But
yeah,
people are still just. All right, Tulane won, beat the other. We lost. We lost our bowl game because we didn't have a quarterback. What was your excuse? Our quarterback transferred to Duke. What's y'all excuse? Y'all got monkey stumped. Let's talk about it now. Since let's talk about it. We're ready to move on back there. Let's talk about how Oregon got monkey stumped in the first quarter. Let's talk about that.
That game was over in the first quarter.
Listen, I was talking to Pops, right? I didn't have a chance to get the game on because I was getting ready. I was getting ready for work. All I hear Pops, they scored again. I'm like, who scored? He like, Ohio State. I said, me her put the game back on. Man, I literally walked to the bathroom. I hear Pop scream, they scored again. Ohio State. Listen, that duck got filleted. That duck was fried. We had Peking duck. We had orange duck. They got ran over. And you want to talk about Tulane?
And he can't, and it's not like he can come up with the excuse and say they sat our starters, or what I'm saying. They played their full squad and got smoked.
Let me put it this way: y'all had a bye week. Y'all the number one seed. But remember when I was trying to advocate for Oregon and say, they seeded this shit fucked up. No, Anthony was beating the chest. Oregon. I told you, y'all got the raw end of the stick. Nobody wanted to fucking see Ohio State. And you see why I was like, man, this shit is seeded fucked up. The number one seed had to play Ohio State. And Ohio State came in. Ohio State destroyed and left.
Oh yeah.
That's what
I mean, come on, man. Did you think Georgia was going to win yesterday?
Yeah, I thought Notre Dame was soft like they always been, but that shocked me.
But I don't think Georgia's their quarterback didn't play or something like that.
Georgia is Georgia. I thought the defense was going to step up.
True.
And then they got monkey stomped. It was just, but not like Oregon. Oregon got fucking blitzed. I was just like, shit, this shit is embarrassing. And I mean, Oregon left the best receiver in the nation. Y'all left him one-on-one. I have no idea why.
Yeah, that was dumb. Whoever the defensive coordinator is for Oregon really did not do their homework when it came to Ohio State.
Jeremiah Smith put his left and right balls on top of y'all head. That's what the hell happened. It was fucked up. Y'all got fucked over. That game was over. I stopped watching it in the at the halftime. I said, I'm not about to waste no more time on this shit. It was over. That was the worst game. And trust me, we had blowouts all through the college playoffs. That was the worst game of the playoffs. And that was supposed to be the best game of the playoffs.
Honestly, the best game so far of the playoffs for me was the Texas Arizona State. That was a great game. They went back and forward.
If Arizona State wouldn't have blitzed on 4th and 13, we would have no SEC teams in the semifinals. Can we say the SEC is overrated? Finally, can we say the SEC is overrated? Because they are overrated. Stop putting all these SEC teams in there because there's talent elsewhere. And it's showing. There's one SEC team that got in there by the skin of their teeth because they couldn't stop Skatteboo. Skatteboo was killing them.
Yeah, he was.
He made himself a lot of money. He made himself a lot. Well, I told you y'all had the toughest road. I told you. I said it doesn't make sense to be number one in the college football playoffs. Didn't I say that? I said it makes no sense. I said you best to be number 2 because you got an easier road. I said because you had Ohio State. And y'all beat Ohio State. And that left a bad taste in their mouth. And they beat the shit out of y'all.
That was sad.
It's no other way to say it. Y'all looked overrated as fuck. They looked overrated as fuck.
They looked like they didn't belong in the fucking playoffs.
They didn't. And that's shocking. Because Oregon was doing their thing all year. And then Ohio State just say, all right, enough of this bullshit.
You wanted a week off? Here you go for having a week off.
Man, did they? Man, they put their left and right foot in y'all ass. That's all I can say. It was bad.
But I don't even think
was going to make it a game. They disappoint. Nobody thought Boise State was going to win that game, bro. We thought Oregon was going to win that game. Nobody thought Boise State was going to win that game. I thought it was going to be close, but nobody thought they was going to win that game. I thought it was going to be like within 7, but Penn State showed them. But Oregon, I thought Oregon and Ohio State was going to be the game of the playoffs because of the game
it should have been
because of the game they played early in the year. That was a classic they played early in the year where Oregon won. Man, when they showed you on the neutral site what happened, they beat the. I was just like, this is not fair. And I think Ohio State has the best team left in the playoffs. I don't think nobody can beat Ohio State. I don't think it. Don't say it ain't going to happen, but I don't think anybody can beat Ohio State. I don't think
no, because Texas looked kind of weak.
Texas let one player almost beat them. One player. Cam Skatteboo looked like he gonna be the real deal, man. I have my doubts. I said he gonna make it a game, but Cam Skatteboo almost single-handedly won that game. He did a booby miles. He ran, he caught the ball, and he even threw a pass.
Shit, he even threw up.
He threw up.
He threw up and came out. He came out after they advertised that he threw up. He came out and looked like he was stronger than he was before.
Man, he had to get that bad feeling out. He had to get the bad feeling out. Throw it up like Willie Beeman, man. He did it everything. Man, all I can tell you is Texas is gonna get ran.
Yeah, I
That's
think
all
so
I gotta
too.
tell you. Texas is about to. Oh Lord, they're about to beat the shit out of Texas. They're gonna get cowboy vibes. They're gonna beat the shit out.
Well. I'll say this: if they would have played, what's his name, Manning, I think that they would have fared better. I don't think that dude Eckler or whatever Eckler. Or what the quarterback for Texas? I don't think he's that good.
No, he and I told a couple Texas fans that I said he's your problem. Yes, he saved y'all at the end, but when y'all should have blew Arizona State out, yours looked average. You shouldn't have to be your back against the wall. Now you want to score? No, that shouldn't even been a game. They should have blew out Arizona State.
Yes. And honestly, they should have lost outright because if you really think about it, if that kid didn't miss the 2 field goals or the extra points, Arizona State would have won that game.
I'm going to tell you like this. Arizona State should have won the game because that was targeting. We see targeting happens all the fucking time. And it cost people games. It cost my Miami Hurricanes a game earlier in the year. It happened. They didn't want Texas to lose on a targeting call. That's bullshit. He hit him in the head. It was a defensive receiver. It wasn't with the crown, but he hit him in the head. That I get it. You wanted them to win it on the field, but I want y'all to keep that energy for everybody, not just Texas, because Arizona State. Even though Arizona State would have got blitzed out of the fucking world if they had to play Ohio State, I think they might have kind of saved the playoffs a little better. But I just think Arizona State should have won, but it all was on that zero blitz they called on 4th and 13. It's 4th and 13. Just protect 13 yards and you win the game.
Yeah.
Why would you go all out blitz there? It made no sense. It's crazy. It makes zero sense. Notre Dame has a good defense. Just slow. Oh nah, ain't nobody on Notre Dame could check number 4.
Yeah, he showed everybody that he's a nasty receiver.
Hell no. Man, Notre Dame, Notre Dame has a decent defense, but that dude number 4, and then when y'all want to double number 4, Ibuka number 2 is a top 10 receiver going in the draft this year. They have 2 legit weapons on the outside, 2 legit running backs, and a decent QB. Bro, y'all, nobody beating Ohio State. Let's call it what it is, unless Ohio State just chokes. I mean, if you go talent-wise, Ohio State got the most talent. Hands down.
Yeah.
If Ohio State doesn't win this is a failure. And they need to get rid of that coach. Because, I mean, he don't know how to fucking coach. You got the roster. You got 2 great running backs. You got 2 great receivers.
And your defense isn't that bad either.
Defense is good. So what else do you need to win if you're Ohio State? Let's see. The Texas QB going to try and... They're not going to take yours back. They're not going to take yours back.
He's booty anyway. They wouldn't want him.
Yours is trash, boy. That boy is trash.
He might as well declare himself eligible for the draft because Manning's about to take over that shit.
Oh, they already told him. You better find a transfer portal because they're not going to withhold Arch Manning again. Because if they do it again, Arch Manning will be in the portal. Like if he's going to leave, and he might go to Ole Miss where his granddaddy played. So Ole Miss look like they the second best team in the SEC. They beat the shit out of Duke last night. We all knew Georgia was overrated. Yeah, I ain't gonna say overrated. I didn't know Notre Dame was that good. I was like, well, maybe Notre Dame, because every time Notre Dame is in the playoffs, they get stumped. Maybe Notre Dame finally is good.
Yeah, this year, but they're not consistently good.
But this is an old Big Ten battle almost. Like you're gonna have the Penn State versus Notre Dame.
And Penn State was, I mean, I don't know about this year. I really didn't follow them this year. But last year, Penn State was kind of strong.
Yeah,
there was more stronger teams like Ohio State and Georgia and stuff like that.
They always had a good team with Ohio State every year and fell. But this is different. It's like this team, I didn't expect, if they won, I thought it was going to be close. They beat the shit out of the number 1 team. The only undefeated team they had in the playoffs. They beat the shit out of them. Like, who could cut? I mean, we'll see. But I don't think Texas is going to beat Ohio State. I don't think Texas defense is good enough to stop Ohio State. So you look at it, all the people who complaining about the playoffs, no, we got the right teams in. Because SEC bias needs to go. These SEC bias, it needs to go. Like everybody want to talk about the playoff. No, y'all, all the South is mad because the SEC only got 1 team in the semifinals.
Yeah.
Nah, stop rewarding the SEC. I keep telling people don't want to listen. The SEC is overrated now. Nobody is no more where you're gonna have a team that's gonna have Heisman Trophy winners waiting. Like how Alabama used to have Derrick Henry, and then you had TJ Yeldon, and you had all these talented players. Everybody else is jumping in the portal and going somewhere else and playing. Oh, you don't want to give me play time? I'm going over here.
And honestly, thinking about the NIL deals and stuff like that, the way some of these players don't want to play in bowl games, they shouldn't get their NIL money until after the season is over.
Yeah, I'm like this. I love the NIL because it makes this is why we got a true playoff. Think about it. We ain't got all SEC teams in here. And it makes other teams stronger. You know what? I'm at Georgia. I'm 5th string at Georgia. I'm a 5-star recruit. Hell, let me go to Notre Dame. I'm a star. How about that? Oh, hey, man, I'll go over here and I'm a star. Help them get great. It makes it fair. Because remember, we got bored with college sports. We said this a couple years ago. Like, man, it's always Alabama or Georgia in the finals. It's always Alabama or Georgia.
Yeah.
Oh, no, now we don't have those teams in there. Come on, we got Penn State, we got Ohio State, we got Texas and Notre Dame. We got 4 totally different teams in here.
Yeah, but Ohio State was always considered a team that was always one of the teams that they always had in the playoff, like in the little playoff race or whatever before they came out with this shit.
Like Anthony said, though, they used to get in there and get blitzed. It's a different Ohio State team.
Well, if you think about it, last year, Michigan took them out in the playoff, well, in the brackets.
Yeah, so you think about it. The Big Ten could have back-to-back champions. So can we say the Big Ten, if they get some, because you got 2 cracks at it with the Big Ten. You got Penn State and Ohio State. So if either one of them win, can we say the Big Ten is the best conference right now? And I would not get mad if somebody said that. Because the Big Ten would have back-to-back champs. And they have 2 teams in the semifinals. So that tells me the Big Ten has the better conference right now. Like, I'm just saying,
I'd have to agree with you on that. Definitely.
If they win, I'm just saying, if they win, then you would have to. And then now we can take this SEC bias out because I'm tired of ESPN pushing this SEC bullshit. No, it's time for other conferences to get love. Because last year the Pac-12 had the best conference, but nobody want to talk about that. They had like 6 teams in the top 25, even more than the SEC. It's other conferences out there that's playing ball, but we stuck on this SEC crap. I hope Texas get the doors blown off by Ohio State. So now we can put this SEC shit to rest.
I'm gonna have to go with Ohio State just by their performance against the Ducks, and the way Texas played against, was Arizona State. If it wasn't that, if Texas would have had the same type of blowout, then you could say this is going to be a good game. But everybody's sitting back and waiting for Ohio State to make it to the finals, and it's probably going to be against Penn State.
And that, oh my God, you got an all Big Ten final. Middle America would love it. Middle America would love it.
And that's funny because Penn State's an East Coast team.
Yeah, but they make it Midwest. When you think about Penn State, I always thought Penn State was in the Midwest until I realized they're in Pennsylvania. I'm like, shit, they just seem like a Midwest team. But I mean, nowadays, shit, we got teams. California's in the Atlantic Coastal Conference. They're on the Pacific. California. Cal is on the Pacific coast.
Yeah,
they playing, but their conference is the Atlantic coast. So hey, fuck geography. I guess that's
but I think it goes by the strength that they feel your school's going to be at. You're not going to. Who's going to really? You know what I'm saying? You could play in the Pacific League, but the Pacific League got bullshit teams.
Yeah, just think about this. They do need to do strength of schedule next year to stop the blowouts. The blowouts is not good for the college football playoff because you only had one game worth watching. That was Texas-Arizona State. Every other game was a blowout. It was a blowout. So to fix the blowouts, you might have to look at strength of schedule. And then they'll give us an exciting regular season.
Yeah, but they also go strength of schedule and then record. So
yeah, I'm
A
saying
lot
like
of there was a couple of teams that had what less less losses that were skipped.
they should have put an Army in there. I would like to see what the Army would have did.
I
I'm
think
sorry.
Army showed their colors. They against a school like Arizona State or let's say Penn State, or they would have gotten
Not that
stomped.
it wouldn't beat Penn State, but Arizona State would have been a good game because they're two running teams. I'm just I'm just saying it's just give a team with a good strength of schedule. So that'll make you now have to play harder games during the regular season. So that makes the regular season matter now because it's like, okay, we're gonna have top 25 people. Look, the days of the undefeated champion is over. It's gonna be hard to be undefeated unless you're just so much better than everybody else. The days of being like 13 and 0, 14 and 0, because we got a 12 playoff team, so you like Oregon, they was undefeated all year. And then when it mattered, they got the doors beat off.
Say it again for the guys in the back.
Once again, they was undefeated all year, never lost in the regular season. Then they get into the playoffs and get their brains punted in by fucking Ohio State. The doors got blown off. They beat the shit out of the Oregon Ducks. That duck ended up looking like this ugly ass duck on his jersey. I'm just trying to tell you that it was bad. It was fucking bad. And Oregon, I'm just gonna say maybe Oregon is overrated, man. Like it's hard to say because it was undefeated. They belong there because they were undefeated, and they were undefeated in a major conference. But Ohio State showed you, man, it's playoff time.
Yeah, but not only that, I think Ohio State showed them that my conference is stronger than your
No,
conference.
they're in the same conference. They're in the same conference. The Oregon moved to the Big Ten. They're in the same conference. They beat Ohio State. But then Ohio State said, okay, we made adjustments. Y'all didn't. They beat the shit out of them. And that's what happened.
And that some of those were some crazy ass adjustments by the ass whooping.
That coach, that was some crazy adjustments because it was over. I was like, put down the sticks. It's over. Don't play no more. It's over.
So would they play again this weekend or next week?
No, they play again this weekend. They play Texas. Ohio State plays Texas. The only person at a disadvantage is Notre Dame because they had to play a day late. But so they probably gonna, they played a day late because of the incident that happened. But
they can't move that game to Sunday because of the NFL.
Well, yeah. So that's the only person that's gonna be at a disadvantage. But they blew out Georgia, so they probably rested most of their starters, so they'll be okay. Boise State didn't play anybody good. They just crushing their division. And I believe I'm like this. We only need one team from a weak conference. One. Because we had too many weak conferences and too many weak teams in this bitch this year. Boise State should have never been a third seed. Ohio State should have been a third seed. See, I mean, we were awarding championship games. This showing me that none of the conference champions are going to the semifinals. So that tells me conference championships are overrated. That's what it's telling me. That's what it's telling me. I mean, it's not the best team won the conference championship. It's just the hottest team won the conference championship. That's what happened. The best team in the Big Ten is Ohio State. For the eye test. The second best team is Penn State. Oregon would have to go 3 because Oregon won the conference championship, but they look like shit come to playoffs.
Yeah, how do you look like you can win your conference, but then look like shit first game of the? You're supposed to come out. You were rested.
Yeah, it's Notre Dame versus Penn State is on a Thursday, which they should have flip-flopped it. since Notre Dame had to wait a day later, which is not fucking good. And then Ohio State versus Texas is on a Friday.
Oh, so next week.
Yeah, next week. Yeah, not this
All right.
week.
So yeah,
The game just happened, so it'll be next week. They'll have a week of preparation, and no, they'll be good. And Ohio State versus Texas. Next week, but like 7 days. The
yeah.
Ohio State game is 7 days. They get a week to rest. It's okay. It'll be all right. Yeah. So Notre Dame versus Penn State they should flip flop those days, though. They should have.
Yeah, they should have flip flopped those games.
Because Notre Dame, to make it fair for Notre Dame, because everybody else played on New Year's Day except Notre Dame. So I'm just saying to make it fair, but I guess Notre Dame said, "Fuck it, we'll play on a short week," and that might be the game. That might be a good game. Penn State, Notre Dame. I don't know who's gonna win that game.
I'm gonna say Penn State.
I don't know, because Notre Dame showed me something, because they punched Georgia in the mouth. Let's talk to Georgia. And my wife told me about how the Georgia fans were so mad and they dropped the pom-poms down on the ground because they were mad because they got their ass whooped. Georgia. Y'all let Notre Dame come into y'all territory and beat your ass. That's what happened.
The leprechaun. You got your ass whooped by a leprechaun.
Yeah, that's like somebody coming into your house, eating your food, fucking your wife, and leaving. That's what happened. That would happen. They came to the South. The last time I checked, New Orleans is in the South. So they traveled more than you to come down here and bust your ass in your backyard. I love it because Georgia is close to, University of Georgia is close to Atlanta, so I love it. I'm loving it right now. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying.
You just not an Atlanta fan. That's what it is.
Enjoy it. I love it because when I went down there, Alabama beat Georgia and they were crying in. They were crying in. So I loved it. They thought they were gonna come down here, and just like most people thought, was gonna beat the shit out of Notre Dame. Notre Dame with them gold helmets like this. It makes it funny. This is like Notre Dame gold. They came down there and they beat the fuck out of Georgia. I'm good. I'm good with it. I don't want to hear about no quarterback missing because that's the same team. I mean, that's the same team that won the damn the SEC championship with their quarterback hurt. So I don't want to hear it. Carson Beck is an average quarterback anyway. He wouldn't have made a difference. They got their ass whooped. That's what happened.
Yeah. The proof is in the pudding.
They got whooped. And I'm enjoying it. The first game in Florida, Hard Rock Stadium. The last game is in Texas, in Jerry World Stadium. Yeah. Well, I don't like that they put that Texas is going to Dallas. That shit is not fun. That's not fair.
That's home field advantage.
It's a home fucking game, man. That's why Ohio State don't go there and beat their ass in Texas. That's a home game. They should have made them go to Miami. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I just want to say that's a bullshit game. But if I believe they're gonna cry just like the Cowboys cried this year, Ohio State gonna make them bitches cry in Texas. Cause y'all like, you gonna put Texas in Dallas? Come on, man. Come on. Them people could drive home from Dallas to Austin, man. Come on, bro. That shit crazy. That's crazy. They got the people traveling from Columbus, Ohio to Dallas. And they go from Austin to Dallas. That's a 2.5 hour drive.
Yeah, that's home field. Like you said, that's home field advantage. They should have made that the Texas game they should have made that Texas game go to Miami or go
Yes.
to wherever it is in Florida they're going to be playing.
So like I told you, they could drive home from the game if they wanted to. It's only
I'm
a
sure they are.
2.5 hour, 3 hour game. They could literally practice in Austin until the last day. They ain't got to show up to Dallas all early. They ain't got to do all that. They could sleep in their bed all week until Thursday. Like literally.
Well, you want to go down there at least by Wednesday to start,
But
practicing in the stadium.
It's only 2 hours. They can go Thursday. It's fine. It's not like they got to travel far, bro. It's like as if you got to travel far. You got to travel far, man. You going right up the road, man. You literally in Texas, 2 hours is right up the fucking road. It's like that's 2 hours, man. Like they can literally drive on game day if they wanted to. The shit wouldn't bother them because it's that close. And now you got Ohio State, Columbus, Ohio to that. Let's see how long they got to go. See how fair that shit is. I mean,
well, Ohio's up here on the other side of Pennsylvania.
I'm just saying.
They got to travel from the East Coast to
That's a 15
pretty much the
drive.
West Pole.
That's a fucking 15-hour drive.
From Ohio?
Yeah. Minus a 2.5 hour drive. Hey, come on. They know what they're doing. They're trying to make Texas go to the damn finals. They know what they're doing. That's fucked up. Like, I'd be like, wait, how the fuck they get a home game? Because you know it's going to be a lot of people in burnt orange going to that game. But it won't matter. The Texas Longhorns going to be just like the Dallas Cowboys. Come up short when it matters. Because they shouldn't have won this game here. Should have been Arizona State there.
You're right. And I think Arizona State would have been a better game probably to go up against that. That would, I think, at least I think so. I think Ohio State would have.
I know they're not driving 15 hours. I'm just trying to tell you the distance, man, to show you like they're really there. Like they're right there. They don't even need to take a plane from Austin, Texas to to Dallas. They don't have to take a plane. That's like a 20-minute flight. That's a waste of going on a plane. It's a 20-minute fucking flight. If that. Maybe a 10-minute flight. That's like you right there. You don't even go. Look, they don't even give you a bag of peanuts for that flight. They don't give you shit. You don't even make sense to buy the Wi-Fi package for that flight. Because as soon as you fucking blink your eyes, you're right there. I would just showing you the distance of it. I mean, shit, we know that Ohio flight is probably 3 hours. We get it. But still, they don't have to leave home. That's what my thing is. You in the state of Texas. And you're right by each other in the state of Texas. It's not like it's far. You can drive Austin to Dallas, man. I've done it before.
But I'm sure that stadium was picked out beforehand.
Yeah.
But they should have switched it up, like you said. They should have sent Dallas or they should have sent Texas down to fucking Miami and let them sweat their asses off.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to school. When I went to school and to see when I went to school in Oakdale, Pennsylvania from Maryland, it was an hour flight. that's cool. I'm just saying, think about that. That's an hour flight versus like a 10-minute flight.
Yeah, if you really think about it, because what is it? You said it's a 2-hour drive, right? I mean, 2-hour drive. So it's probably about a half. I would say about 30 minutes.
Not even 30 minutes because it takes about 45-minute flight from New Orleans to Houston. That's a 5-hour drive. So you cut that shit in half. It's probably like a 15-minute fucking flight. They blink their eyes, they there. I mean,
And
shit.
in Texas they got all that oil money, so
Yeah,
they probably got their own plane and shit.
yeah, they blink their eyes. They right there. They ain't gotta do shit. What's up? You're supposed to be here, but if you don't know, you're supposed to be here, Doc, not in the comments.
Boo.
But
Boo. You should have ran his little fucking thing. Doc is late again.
yeah, I got you. The thing I say is like they knew this. They wanted Texas to have a home game. They wanted it. They wanted it.
But that's shitty to get a home game and then get your ass whooped at home.
Oh, don't worry. The bar is down. Or thanks for reminding me. It's down. Doc Eric is late again. Maybe you're arrogant to join this show. Because they didn't join yesterday. No arrogance in sight yesterday. Maybe they
Nah,
enjoyed the new year.
they enjoyed it a little bit too much.
Is it? It's a 3-hour flight from Columbus, Ohio to Dallas. So they got a 3-hour flight. So, it's a 3-hour flight.
Yeah, I could see that. Because if you think about it, Ohio is almost north. It's north, but it's at least northwestern from Pennsylvania. Because it's like when people that I know that drive to Ohio, you go through Pennsylvania, and then you have to drive all the way from one side of Pennsylvania to the other, and right on the other side of Pennsylvania is Ohio. So
It's still like they really give Texas. You really trying to get the SEC into the finals. That's what it looks like. That's why they seeded Texas the way they did. They seeded Texas so they would have to play in Texas for the semifinal. Yeah, they did that. And then let's say Oregon would have won. Now Oregon has to go to Texas. Just like I was saying, how's that fair? How is that fair? But hey, maybe they'll make this, neutral site. And just think about if Georgia would have won. The national championship was in Atlanta. So let's say if Georgia would have made it to the finals, you got Georgia in their own backyard. I say you wonder why Georgia always win the SEC championship, because the SEC championship is always played in Atlanta, which is bullshit. I'm like, that's bullshit. It's a home game. So when Georgia wins the SEC championship, I'm like, I don't give it much credit. It's a home game. It's a much closer trip from Athens, Georgia to Atlanta, Georgia, than it is from anybody else in the SEC. I mean, damn. Like if I could have a home game for a playoff game, that's what's up. Even though Oregon is closer to California than Ohio is, and we saw what happened when Ohio State played Oregon. They got the doors blown off. So I got faith in Ohio State beating the shit out of Texas in Texas. Yeah, it will be. That's what I was saying. It will be in Atlanta. Yeah. That's why I say if Georgia would have won, it wouldn't have made it to the finals. They'd had a home game and a championship game.
yeah. So they probably and knowing them because of how Georgia played last year, they probably thought Georgia was going to make it to the national championship.
And it didn't happen. Thank you, Notre Dame. It didn't happen. So it better rotate for next year to somewhere else. It better not stay in Atlanta. I don't want it to stay in Atlanta. Keep it rotating. Keep that national championship rotating. Because you already
I think it's going to be closer. Like, let's say if Texas does good next year, that game will be at fucking in Dallas.
Just think about this. They had the Peach Bowl in Atlanta, in the same place that the national championship is going to be. Okay, well, have the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans and the national championship in New Orleans, and let's see if LSU can make it. I doubt it, though. But still.
Don't be talking shit about Doc's team.
Man, fuck them. They sad. They sad. You don't fuck about LSU. Fuck. I went to Tulane. That's our rival. So fuck
But
LSU.
I saw that Tulane lost their bowl game.
We didn't have a fucking QB. Our QB said, you know what? I'm gonna take $8 million to go to Duke. I'm not mad at him. So we couldn't do anything with a backup QB. We were supposed to lose that game. And it was still closer than the fucking Ohio State game.
So you're saying Tulane didn't get their asses beat like the Quackers?
We got the shit beat out of us, but the game wasn't over in the first quarter for our game. It kind of got away from us late. That game was like click. That's what the fuck happened. Click.
I think they scored like 3 times in the first quarter.
That shit was ridiculous.
Or in the first half.
No, that was the first quarter. They scored it was 34-0, man, at one point.
Yeah, that was embarrassing.
I thought they was about to drop 70 on y'all. I swear I thought they would.
Nah, they took the foot off of their necks because they let them come back.
I think they was like, okay, we got this in hand. We don't want no injuries. But if they didn't pull they didn't pull the dogs off, man, that could have been ugly. That could have been real ugly. Go. Let's not give all the money to Jerry Jones. When will the Bill Stadium be finished built in 2026? Who wants to go to Buffalo for? Nobody wants to go to Buffalo. That game is gonna be an open stadium. Ain't nobody gonna go to Buffalo at a national championship in Buffalo, so it can snow.
Is it gonna be? I thought it was gonna be a dome stadium.
It's gonna be a dome. It's gonna be a dome.
I think they're gonna make it like half and half a type shit.
Like it's gonna be like Jerry Jones Stadium that you can retract the roof.
I don't know if it's gonna be retractable roof, but I don't know if it's gonna be a total roof. It might just be a hole in the middle type shit.
I'm just like this. You want to go to a party city for the national championship. Buffalo is not on my list of party cities.
It's not at this time of year because the national championship is in January, February. It's probably the coldest time in Buffalo.
Think about this. People complained about when the Super Bowl was in New York because it was so damn cold. People were like, man, we can't go out and party because it's too damn cold. It's a fucking blizzard.
You're right.
You wonder why Miami and New Orleans have the most Super Bowls. Because it's a party city and it's down south, so it's not going to be as cold. So you can go out and have fun. They want to have the national championship in a place where you can have fucking fun.
If you're going to do it in New York, you have to be in a dome stadium.
Yeah, you got to be in a dome stadium. Yeah, we had 8 points with a backup QB. Y'all got blitzed and scored late. And also, Tulane wasn't undefeated, and also we wasn't the number 1 seed. So, yeah, that ass whooping was bad.
For a number, that's got to be one of the worst losses for a number 1 seed
that I've seen. That I've seen in a long while. Y'all was the number 1 seed. You thought y'all was going to win the national championship. Don't sit here and lie and say you thought y'all was going to lose to Ohio State.
Yeah, he said he went with Texas on bullshit.
Bullshit, man. That bullshit. I know you was up there, had the O up like this. And
that motherfucker was doing the fucking duck dance all around the fucking house.
This how big that duck's asshole was when Ohio State finished beating it. That's what happened. That's what the fuck happened. Ohio State got that ass like a wedgie, and that was it. There's nothing we can say about that. You can keep saying Tulane, but Tulane is a smaller school. We're a smaller school. That's all I can tell you. Y'all got field night and unlimited NIL money. And y'all got the shit kicked out on y'all. Let me tell you this. Tulane and Oregon got the same amount of bowl winners this year. You're welcome. You're fucking welcome. There it is. There it is, man. If you want to throw in my Hurricanes, yep, all three teams got the same amount of bowl wins. But for my two teams, hey, one of my quarterback quit the fucking in the fucking after the first half, and in another game, my quarterback say, "Fuck it, we're going to Duke." See, I had quarterback problems. See, you had your Heisman Trophy in the running for the Heisman Trophy quarterback there, and y'all did nothing. That's why that ass whooping is worse.
Doo-doo.
You had your whole squad there. There was no excuse. I don't want to hear it. That was the same squad that went 12-0 or some shit like that, 13-0. That was the same squad. I don't want to hear it. Y'all got drummed. Let me see. Texas only good because there's no state taxes. So why Florida ain't good? Why Miami ain't good? we go state taxes. They got why SMU didn't win. They're the same state as Texas. I mean, Texas A&M, why they ain't good? Florida State, why they ain't good? That's teams with no state. That's places with no state taxes, man. I'm just saying.
I mean, I was gonna say Pennsylvania, but Penn State is there still.
Yeah, still
I don't think there's state tax in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, they still there. Obviously, the state tax don't matter in Ohio State because they bought their players. They bought them. We're gonna pay you extra to cover the taxes. Don't worry about it. Oh man, I'm waiting on Doc to talk about this fucking this shit when he think Asia Wilson can beat fucking Josh Hart.
Yeah, he's high.
I'm waiting on Doc to come, but we can talk about it right quick until he come. I mean, sorry, bro. She would get her brains beat in by Josh Hart.
First of all, is she stronger than him? Is she going to be able to back him down? Does she have a jump shot like Caitlin Clark or somebody like that? Does she have a like lights out jump shot? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was he thinking? I don't get it.
She is.
I get it. She's nice. I get it. She's nice.
She's nice. She's nice, but it's something called genetics. She's height. Her height is 6'4". She's 6'4", 195. Okay, she'll be a fire ass receiver. She's 6'4", 195. Josh Hart, his height. He's 6'4". Okay, they're the same height. He's 216.
She was trying to say that she was going to beat him 11-8.
No.
Or 11-7.
He is 216. She is 194.
And he got man strength. He don't got bitch strength.
And Josh Hart is small in the NBA.
Yeah.
That's a 20-pound weight difference. So they're the same height, same weight. Josh Hart is stronger, faster. Asia Wilson is not fast. Her game is a power game. And she can't outpower somebody that's 20 pounds heavier than you. And we're not going to even talk about strength. Who's stronger?
She got man strength.
I mean, who's stronger? They're saying Josh Hart is way stronger than Wilson. He's stronger. I mean, it's not the shit on her. It's just that Josh Hart ain't a scrub. I'm like, I say if it was Thanasis, she could beat the fuck out of Thanasis. But Thanasis is ass. I'll take Asia over Thanasis. I'll take
honestly, I don't think she would be able to beat a dude except for like me.
I don't think she could. I think she could beat the Nasties because the Nasties can't shoot, so she can just make him shoot.
Yeah, but all he has to do is body her. She's not strong enough not to be able to stop him from backing down.
I say all I can hope is she get the ball and
And
he be clumsy enough.
he's bigger than her. He's
I'm
way bigger than Josh Hart.
I know. I'm just saying. The only thing I can say is she could probably, if she get the ball and don't miss. that's the only thing. Because once she miss, even the most average physical guy can outmuscle a woman. It's just
she could beat me. I'll say that.
Yeah. Now, like now, when you're younger, probably not. Because you could just get a rebound and outmuscle her, like you said.
No, I'm not tall though. I'm not tall. I'm 5'8", and she's taller than me, so she would fucking swap my shit everywhere.
Yeah, and she's only an inch taller than me, and I outweigh her by almost 100 pounds. So it's like,
yeah. So can you imagine? You're gonna have to guard her. She's gonna have to try to be faster than you to get her shot off.
Yeah.
She's not gonna be able to back you down to the basket.
Nope. Not strong enough. Nope.
And if she did, she's not gonna get far. She's gonna spend most of her energy trying to push your body back.
She would struggle with me. And that's not saying that I'm great, but it's just physics. Like, she would have to exert so much energy to score because I'm so much bigger than she is. And she would have to get me off the dribble was the best way she could do it. And I'm just an average guy. She had to beat me off the dribble every rip. And if
now, what are you playing? If you're playing half court.
Yeah, that's what we talking about, half court.
If you're playing half court, I don't think she'd be able to beat the Nasties either. Honestly,
not half court. See, this is the thing, and it's not diminishing women's skill. It's just
genetics.
It's a physical thing. Like half court one-on-one basketball is one of the most physical games you can play. There's a lot of bumping. There's a lot of this, and eventually you're gonna get tired. I don't care because I remember when me and Nasty went to this tournament, and it was this big, tall, like guy. This team was tall, and they was beating teams' ass until they got to us. We were smaller, but we were bigger and stronger. So they were trying to muscle us, but they wasn't going anywhere. So we wore them out and beat the shit out of them, just because we were stronger than they were. We kept bodying them. That takes energy. Like if somebody just bodying you and just laying on you, putting all their weight on you, you get tired. That jumper don't work the same.
No.
And all I gotta do is rebound and back you down. That's all I gotta do. Rebound, back you down. And I'm like, Ed Wilson is a way better basketball player than me, but physically, I can fucking wear her down and you'll be like, damn, that's a close game. And Mo's an average player. And Mo's not in the NBA and he made her work for it like that. You'll be like, whoa. So now imagine you put Josh Hart, who is a basketball player, who's probably faster than she is. I mean, he's stronger.
Like she's not gonna, like, he got hops.
Yeah.
So he'll dunk over her.
Yeah.
And she's not gonna dunk over him.
Put it this way, Caitlin Clark, if you have a jumper like Caitlin Clark or like that Sabrina, like them people, that's when the women have a shot. You have to have an outside shot that brings fear to people. Like, then you can beat them off the dribble because not gonna come up to you. But she's a post player.
Yeah.
I would destroy Angel Reese in the fucking game because she can't shoot. I would destroy her.
We already know she can't shoot.
She can't shoot. I would destroy Angel Reese in the basketball. Because she's an inch shorter than me. I'm way bigger than. I would destroy her in the basketball game because she can't shoot. Now the women, I played women before. I played the women basketball team before. The women that gave me trouble was the ones that can shoot, because they can shoot. You can't leave them open. You can't play back because they can shoot. The ones that didn't was the post players when they tried to post me up. Didn't score a lick because you can't post me up because I'm stronger than you. Post moves only work on people stronger than you. I mean weaker than you. If they're weaker than you, you can do all the post moves you want. But if you can't move me up my spot, you can't do your post moves. You just move in just to do it. Unless you got like Hakeem Olajuwon footwork.
Yeah, but then you would have to have Hakeem Olajuwon body size. She's tall, but she's not. I don't think that she has. What do you call it? I don't think she has.
Plus the body
the power.
Josh Hart to recover from a 2-week ankle. It will take Josh Hart to recover from an ankle 2 weeks. AJ Wilson 3 months. Probably so. Yeah, it's.
I think that men. I mean, and I'm not being chauvinistic, but I just think that men have a higher pain tolerance than women do.
Josh Hart like that, but I like Asia. Eric, not late for work, y'all. Still to be the job badger to the
He's always late for work. We're about to send him to.
Angel got to work on her post moves. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see.
But she's not going to back him down. I don't care how she could be the best post move in the WNBA. She's not beating Josh Hart 1-on-1. Now, if she got a 3-on-3 team, and maybe give them some hurt, but 1-on-1, no.
And Steve, you say go research Martin versus the women. That was a 3-on-3. That wasn't a 1-on-1. That was 3-on-3, like you just said. 3-on-3. Now I got a team. I can pass it around, and it also those women were towering over Cole and Martin, and Tommy was not that athletic. Come on, man. We using
Martin.
We using Martin TV show, bro. There was a thing where I think it was women college basketball all-stars played a high school team and got their ass whipped by high schoolers. Like you don't understand. It's like when somebody is stronger and faster than you just do post moves, because that's what Asia Wilson is a post player. That's like a forward trying to check a guard, bro. Like 1-on-1, it's not gonna happen, man. Like because Josh Hart is you can say a shooting guard / small forward. That means he's fast in the NBA. For him to play that position, he's fast. He's not slow. Watch Asia Wilson. She is bigger than most of, like 90% of the women in the league. She's bigger than. Think about that. She's a big man, or a woman. She's a big woman. Big man. She's a big woman playing a guard, bro. Come on, man.
No, what I can't believe that he just said what he said. Research Martin, a television show where they're gonna make them win. It wasn't like they were playing them in real life.
I mean this, like you said. Now, if she plays somebody shorter, yeah, she got an opportunity because she could swat this shit. But her and Josh Hart are the same height, and Josh Hart outweigh her by 20 pounds.
Yeah.
So he can't. She gonna struggle to swat her shit. Who you think got a higher vertical, Josh Hart or her?
Oh, she got his vertical is way better than hers because he could fucking come off and dunk on her. Can she dunk on him?
I never seen her dunk a basketball. So her vertical is not that high. Okay, wouldn't that affect rebounding?
Yes.
I mean. Okay, we already established that Josh Hart is probably stronger, most likely stronger. So
I'm sure, unless she's
that
fucking taking steroids.
that affects rebounding as well. That affects positioning. And Josh Hart is faster than she is, so he gonna beat her off the dribble. It's not it sounds bad, but this ain't loving basketball, man. When he let her win the last game, we saw what happened in the first time when they played for real. The game they showed. Since you want to use movies, she lost. Monica lost. She got her ass whipped. You understand? She got whipped with a dude with a bad knee.
Who is the star of the movie?
We talking about that was Shania Lathan and Omar Epps.
So Omar Epps was the star because he won.
Yeah, I'm just saying it was like he playing for her heart, right? Whatever. The first game, he beat her with a bad leg. This man came off an ACL tear. With a bad leg, since you want to use movies, Doc. You want to use movies, Doc? Here we go. You want to use television? He beat her with a bad ACL injury. And coming off an ACL injury, because I had one. Dude, you are moving like a turtle because you're scared to pop it.
Yeah.
He beat her ass. We didn't see that second matchup. He could have let her score to win. It was a beautiful movie. But in real life, he would have married Tyra Banks. He wouldn't have married her ass in real life because he would have tore her ass off the frame. And here goes Doc.
Hold on. Now we talk about love and basketball right quick.
Who won the first game that we saw? Who won the only game we saw? We didn't see that second game. We don't know if he beat her again and they say, you know what, I feel sorry for you.
We talking about love and basketball. The last scene.
The last scene. Who won the first game?
Quincy beat her flat out. Quincy beat that girl. And I don't think, now this is just me. My perception is there was no conclusion. I think they ended the game right then and there.
But she was 100% healthy. He was still nursing a knee injury, and he still beat her. And Josh Hart is 100% healthy, and so is Asia Wilson. So you're trying to say that Asia is going to beat Josh Hart? Can she outjump him?
So I have no idea either or. Like I know.
Can she dunk?
No, I have never seen her
doubt
dunk.
it. I'm pretty sure she can. If you put it on 10, I doubt that she can dunk.
So we playing on a 9-foot goal.
Let me say that. Like if she getting it, I think she rim burning. But
look, are we playing with a man's basketball or a woman's basketball?
A ball is a ball, man. I'm just saying.
No, it's a difference.
No, a woman's ball is a little bit smaller.
That means Josh Hart is gonna look like fucking Dr. J cuffing that bitch. It was a woman.
All right, so I guess I got to explain my position regarding for why I made the statement. So, okay,
you were drunk.
No, I wasn't drunk at all. I don't drink. I'm better than that. So
I was gonna say you were high then, because there was something wrong with you.
Here's why I'm standing on it. I'm standing on it for the mere fact of the competitive nature. Because at the end of the day, ball is ball, and competitors are competitors. And I'm not trying to take anything away from Josh Hart because I feel like how I seen what Jeff Teague feels like. I'm not gonna go into details, but details is at the end what he was saying. Jeff Teague says that any guy in the NBA, and I'm talking about the 15th guy on the bench, if they were in high school, at some point they could average 40 points a game, 40 points a night in high school, and I don't deny that. Yeah. But what I give for Asia is her urge to win, like her desire to win, her competitive spirit is just there. Like I don't know if Kobe either had a school or just got with certain players, and I think Asia is one of those players that Kobe was with, and for some strange reason, these guys or women just refuse refuse to lose. And I'm not saying Josh Hart would refuse to lose, but at the end of the day, I think he'll be like, damn, bro, you know what? If the game was to 11, and I bet you if one of them had 10 and one of them had 9, they'll be like, win by 2. And I think that he'll be like, man, you know what, man, let her have this. I think he'll let off the gas. I'm not saying that he's like,
hell no, hell no.
When I played, when women came on the court in tournaments with me, it made me play harder. You know why? I'm not about to lose to no woman. Man,
exactly.
This girl shot off the backboard. They say, Mo, don't do it. Man, I say, fuck you, Eddie. I told him just like that. And he'll tell you, the girl went up for a layup. I picked the bitch off the backboard, stared at her, took it back out, and I tried to dunk on her. Don't you understand? Like, I am not about to lose. You're not about to come up in here and you're not about to brag talking about Mo lost to a female.
But especially she's the one that brought it up. She's the one that said, I'll beat you if we played.
That's what I'm
saying. You think he ain't taking his foot off? He's keeping his foot on her neck, just like Ohio State did the Oregon Ducks the other day.
We keep throwing Oregon under the bus.
Bro, man, look. But Oregon started this. Oregon talking about, Josh Hart if we win the championship, then we should be the greatest team ever. That's bullcrap. Just because they got more people in the playoffs, that makes y'all the better team overall. I know what y'all do in the bowl games. That's why I wasn't sweating them. I've seen this happen year after
all
year
basketball year. Not the same. It's like saying the single rim is the same as the double rim. It's about to see. If you think Josh Hart's going to let off the gas, you crazy. Baby Curry. Man, she has no hope against Curry.
Because
against Curry.
Curry didn't Curry just beat a girl at the All-Star game?
He did.
And
he didn't give all. He didn't.
Gas, bro. That boy.
Yeah, I'm saying Curry. She might lose if she don't make the first. She don't make the shot. So when she miss it, she might lose 11 to shit with Curry. At least I give her some points with Hart. At least I give her points with Hart. I'd say she'll get about 4. It'll be 11-4. Josh Hart. Curry, she ain't scoring unless she score the first bucket.
So is it like, do you make the shot and the next person gets it, or is it make it take it?
Make it take it, probably. They probably playing.
If it's make it take it, I doubt she'll score 4.
I give her 4 because I don't think Josh Hart is a great shooter. I give her 4.
For Curry, y'all know the half court line is his green light.
Yeah.
Like
I'm talking about what Josh Hart she would get 4. She would get 0 with Curry. She would get 0 with an old man LeBron.
Man, look.
Fuck, she wouldn't score LeBron.
Brian takes it down stuff that he don't have to. So I'm not putting Brian up for anybody. I mean anybody. I mean Brian versus anybody in the league today. Because I've seen and heard stories about Jordan. Jordan retired in his late 30s or whatever, right? But Jordan owned a team. Jordan was still busting dudes that's coming on his team that's freshly drafted. Like, say, bro, these dudes, young legs, all that. Say, bro, I got my chest out. Yeah, MJ, you ain't nothing. MJ burning them boys up in practice. Like, say, bro.
Tim Duncan just beat Wembley 12-2. Tim Duncan just beat Wembley 12-2. And the Spurs deleted the fucking footage. We talking about old man Tim Duncan.
Yep.
Beat Wembley.
He's the pro, but that dude is a prototype. That dude they made him, and I don't think that they've made another basketball player like him.
Look, I'm gonna put it to you this way: Tim Duncan would beat AJ Wilson 11-2. I'm just telling you.
That man got 5 championships.
We're talking about now. I'm not talking about back in the day, Tim Duncan. I'm talking about old man right now will be like 11 probably 2.
Yes.
We're talking about gray hair Tim Duncan will give Wilson the business. Bank off the glass. Everything off the glass. So I don't know, man. I don't see her beating a top tier. I think she'll give Bronny the business. I think she'll beat the shit out of Bronny. I think she could beat him because I think he's smaller than her.
I don't know. Well, Asia Wilson, what, 6?
She's 6'4".
6'4".
She's 6'4". Bronny is 6'2". So she's taller than Bronny. She can beat Bronny. I give up the dances because I just don't like the dances. So she can beat the dances.
Right.
She can beat Brian Scalabrine. She can beat the shit out of Brian Scalabrine.
I bet you she can't.
Now,
I bet you she can't.
Brian Scalabrine got a belly now, so he
About to say, Scalabrine, I don't think he.
Like I say, if you're playing half court, if you're playing full court 1-on-1, then I would say she'd have a better chance against Josh Hart. But they're playing half court 1-on-1. Unless she has a jump shot like Caitlin Clark, she is not beating Josh Hart. I don't care how many hearts you think she has.
I just think it's because that's why we play different sports. The only woman I think that would have gave men the business was a couple, two. Cheryl Swoops and fucking Cheryl Miller. The name Cheryl.
Miller.
Swoops and
Maya
Miller.
Moore.
No, I'm just saying. I know for sure Miller and Swoops would have gave the dudes the business. They'd have gave them the business. Anybody else, I got a question mark on. I have a huge question mark. But because Cheryl Miller used to beat the shit out of Reggie. Because Reggie admitted that. So that's the one I would bring to beat any bell we got out here. Because they say Cheryl Miller might have been the best basketball player we ever seen. But I don't know.
Listen, that girl scored over 100 points in a game.
Yeah,
I don't
know.
I've seen Queen Latifah give men the business before.
She gave me the business, but on 1 or 2 plays. But we talking about to 11.
No, like I've seen her give men the business. I've seen it.
I used to watch the Rocket Jock thing when she stole the ball from, I think it was Chris Webber.
Can I just say something really quick that you guys are probably going to get mad at me for saying? It's Tiffy time. I'll leave it at that.
Oh, Lord.
It's Tiffy time. She cashed in.
Oh, Lord. Why you
wow.
saying it? Let me guess, she got it on Naya. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, about time, though.
Something because Monday's big. Yeah, so
they had to do it.
They had to.
Lord Eric created everyone equal, though. Women, men, aliens. Eric, he angry inside. He about to wipe out Jay from existence.
Not on the inside.
Eric is 6'6". Look at the arm length when he grabbed the water to drink. He said he was 6'6".
He dunked that cup in his mouth.
I don't know. I just think it's fucking. I think they should just do it. Fucking for the NBA All-Star game, have men versus women in the fucking debate. There you go. Have Josh Hart versus Asia Wilson this week. This All-Star game.
If they are looking for different things that'll kind of bring back viewership, that would be something. That is something. Because
one-on-one game.
They already shooting out everything to bring up the viewership because nobody wants to watch it, not even me. And I'm going to admit it. Like, I'm not watching it now because my team is terrible. But overall, I would at least want to watch somebody else. There's literally nobody else I want to watch. Like, I can't stand the Lakers because every time I like somebody, the Lakers or LA end up with that player. So I don't like the Lakers for that. So there's the Lakers. Boston, because I just don't like Boston. Like, I like them when they had the truth and, them and the big ticket and Ray Allen, but then the fun got taken out of it. Then everything became about a super team. If you don't have 3+ guys, then don't even bother. And then overall, gradually, time after time, players said, you know what? I don't feel like playing. I'm not playing. And all of a sudden, or in this age, no one's available. Everyone's hurt. Like I don't watch it because it's just a trash product. I gotta sit here and toss up a coin if I'm gonna watch a guy that's worth watching play or not. And I'm sick of it. Like
Your team's winning tonight.
they have done
my
all what they
Pistons
can
won
do.
tonight. They saw that. Prayers up.
The Knicks are losing by 3 against the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Just prayers up for Jaden Ivey, though. I just want to say that was a nasty injury.
No, what happened?
Cole Anthony dove at his leg for a loose ball and broke his fibula.
Oh,
Damn.
I'm like, yeah, he should. I'm like this. That's the plays I used to hate when you used to play. Like somebody dive on the floor in the middle of the lane. And there's nowhere for you to go. Like you see me getting the ball, don't dive on the floor. That's if your foot get caught underneath that, man. That's a nasty injury.
You hate to see it.
And he was playing at a almost all-star level this year, and I hated to see that. But prayers up for Ivy on that one. That one was nasty.
yeah, that's fucked.
All right.
Eric, your team, Golden State. Nah, he's a Pelicans fan.
Yeah, Golden State is they started the league on fire. They started the season on fire, I meant to say. Eventually they started dropping, but they're still, playing bound. Overall, they'll make a run.
That's why the Pelicans win, and they playing the Wizards. Oh,
it doesn't matter. A win is a win.
They should win that game.
Overall, since November, have won overall 2 games. Like every game, they've won 2 of the last 28. Something
and
like.
You want to know the sad part, Eric? Y'all still have a better record than the Wizards.
Barely.
That's the sad part.
That is sad. It's really sad because our team, we had so much hope, and when you lose guys at the beginning of the year, just I don't know. I really don't know. Honestly,
Jimmy Butler got suspended 7 games because he's trying to force his way out of Miami. That's all that is. He want them to pay the max, but you're not gonna pay the max for somebody 36 years old. Pat Riley is smart in that. He's 36, bro. Nobody about to give you the max deal, and you never won. The only exception I've seen is Curry and LeBron getting paid at that age.
Yeah, and they've got championships to kind of hang their hat on. So
you're not getting max deals, Jimmy. Nobody gonna pay you a max.
Guys that try to get their money, I mean, good for you for going for the shot. Most people don't. And I mean, those guys that try to get their money, it might be worth it. But if you're a Jimmy Butler type, you're gonna have to accept that the sun is kind of setting on your time in the league. Not to say that you're not, perennial player, because I don't want to say all-star, because that day is done. If you're not a young bull, the all-star game is not your game. There's only 3 names that's not a young bull that's getting in the all-star game. That's LeBron, KD, and Curry. If you're not one of them 3, then good luck, because everything else is about young bulls. And right now, it's kind of turning the tide. It's time to turn the tide and turn it over to everybody else if they're available.
Yeah, the thing is with that is it's always an end of an era. And the end of that era is the KD, Curry, and LeBron era. It's over. You can throw Harden in there too. That it's over. That era,
yeah, pretty much.
Over. It's time for the young boys. It's time for us to stop showing so many Laker games and start showing these young boys who get it out here.
Boston,
OKC, Boston, Memphis. You can even say Detroit because we got a young bull on there who looked like he turned the corner. Start showing these young people, Anthony Edwards. Start showing these young people so we can get used to their game. That's why the NBA ratings are down, because people are tired of seeing LeBron every night, and then the Lakers getting drummed every night. People don't want to see that. It's like, okay, we didn't see LeBron, we didn't see KD, we didn't see Curry. Curry still got flashes of excitement, but the Warriors suck. They were good, and then now they suck because.
And then what did they say to bring the Warriors back? Is you're going to trade for an old ass LeBron?
Which makes zero sense.
How is that going to make your team better?
Well, it's to make a narrative. The narrative is it want to pair, and that's the whole LeBron era. You got to pair buddies. Well, they're not even. I don't want to say they're buddies like that, but they're not. They're not at each other's neck. Kind of like what it was with Bird and Magic, you know. Like,
but that's what made basketball more interesting. Right now, the NBA is boring. Because everybody's kumbaya.
No, they're not. They starting to have more and more fights.
Well, yeah,
this year.
Yeah, they've been having fights. That let me know that era is over.
Right, because when you ushered in Ant-Man last year for the playoffs, like, okay, cool, we on teams, but if he don't like you, then you gonna know because he gonna ball out against you.
Yeah, so it's that super team era I think is over.
Yeah, that all that buddy stuff. Over. That's why I want LeBron to hurry up and have this little farewell tour because I'm tired of that buddy stuff. That's his brand of basketball. Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with having a buddy, but it's killing the league. Like you just got in front of the camera on Christmas Day talking about Christmas is our day. Well, guess what? Next year the NFL gonna throw about 15 games your way, brother, and you not getting younger. So
he better make his coming out party next year.
I'm like this. That fight with Houston. Have you seen that fight? Man, he grabbed Tyler Hero, slung him down, and it was fights.
Yeah, that was off. That was off the hook.
When they fight, it is the best when they fight, and because then basketball is heated. If you play basketball, I guarantee you almost got in a fucking fight a couple times doing that. Somebody hits you too hard, you take exception to it. You don't be like, it's okay. You get knocked to the ground, you jump up, and it's about to be. It's going to be a fight afterwards. That's what it needs to be. People won't watch hockey to watch them skate around all day. People watch hockey so somebody can fight. You know what? This is bullshit.
That's pretty what it is in hockey.
Yeah, we just fight. Like baseball, they fight. Football, they fight. But basketball, it's okay. Why do you think I enjoyed it when fucking Isaiah Stewart was about to beat LeBron James' ass?
And
like people got excited for that shit.
Boss.
It's
because when I seen Karl Anthony Towns get the stick tossed at him for clapping, bro, I was like, I wanted to fight the ref myself. I like said, bro, you don't even have to worry about it, bro.
Yeah. Well, you on these planet making stuff, man. Come on, the arrogance come when you come. Ain't that something? Anthony Davis need LeBron, AD. I mean, Anthony Davis need LeBron. AD can't carry a team on his shoulders.
Neither one of them at this point could carry a team on their shoulders.
This era over too. AD's era over too. Like,
AD got his championship. He out. Like
this era over too, man. He an old player too.
AD has not been healthy in his basketball career at all. Like you can even go back to his college days. He didn't play the entire season. I mean, he was there for the championship run, which he got, but he got in the league, was hurt.
Not hurt.
During his first tenure in New Orleans, was hurt.
Yeah.
He went to LA in his championship year, got hurt. Luckily, there was COVID.
Pandemic. That's funny. He got saved by the world's worst pandemic to come back and play.
I'm happy the dude got the championship overall. Like when I like a player, I do want to see them succeed. I.e., Anthony Davis. I hated that he went to the Lakers. I couldn't stand the whole drama, everything that went behind the T-shirt. That's all, folks. I hate it. But I want to see him win. I want to see him be successful. He got a championship. I'm accounting. I know half the world, or maybe 3/4 of it, don't count that Laker championship as a championship, but they won the game. Like,
Don't put it this way: you were better than me. I wish they didn't win shit. I was fucking rooting for Jimmy Butler in that fucking game.
If matter of fact, you could go before that. When they play Denver, if AD don't land that shot, Denver is in a run of final appearance. I guarantee you that. It just so happened the ball went the right way that week. That's the only reason why we don't have a Denver run in finals appearances. So
speaking of Denver, though, shout out to Russ. Man, Russ is balling.
But that's
People
the thing.
thought Russ was cooked. Russ ain't cooked.
The thing about Russ is always the news narrative. Everybody paints Russ as a certain way, but only thing Russ want to do is ball. If you sit here and watch players, you wouldn't go what the media is talking about. You'll actually watch them and you'll listen to them when they're giving their sound bites. Russ has never done anything wrong. In OKC, he didn't do anything wrong. In Washington, he didn't do anything wrong. It's just the way that these coaches wanted to sit here and play, and like any NBA player will tell you, it's a business. And I hate that I gotta use Nick Young, but Nick Young, I mean, he just be giving out all the trade secrets. Like, if you got a certain talent and they don't want you outshining, guess what? You a corner brother. You in the corner. Go run to this corner. You lonely out there because I want LeBron to have these points, or I want this star to have these points. Anybody that's made it to that point, NBA wise, guarantee you they got some type of talent. Either it's super offensive or it's super defensive, i.e. with Patrick Beverly and who else is super scrappy on defense or whatever that I can think of that's recent. I can't think of. Oh, Draymond super scrappy with. Other than that, like, dudes got talent out the wazoo. I mean, just oozing with talent. Like, I'm not gonna take nothing from nobody, but getting back on conversation with Russ. Russ has done nothing wrong. Only thing Russ did was play a style that a coach wanted to run, and overall, it wasn't his strength. His strength is, guess what? That brother gonna run up and down like the Energizer Bunny, and he gonna play with tremendous heart. Always have, always will. Got him an MVP off of it. He averages triple doubles out the wazoo based on heart and his game. Now he's in Denver where he don't have to be a focal point whatsoever because if you want to go a complete team, Denver got a complete team. You want to go a guy that's got the light on him, then Joker got the light on him in Denver. Only thing he got to do is ball. Ultimately, all he ever wanted to do anyway. So, shout out to Russ for getting underneath from this dark. Been a former MVP in this league.
Yeah, I'm glad Russ is getting that redemption. I call this as a redemption tour because I think he needed to be with the right team, and the Nuggets are the right team for him. Well, Jokic, makes his job easy. He did the same. He's the same Russ like he was with the Thunder. Like he had all that talent around him, and Russ just gives you that edge that Denver's missing. And he's gonna play hard. Russ gonna play hard, and then he's gonna rebound. He's gonna give you some assists. He don't have to score that much now,
right?
Which is the best thing because he doesn't have to score, so you don't have to worry about him jacking up bad shots. He could just get to the rim and get the easy layup, or he could just get the assist with the team he has. And I hope Russ deserved to get a ring. So he's on the right team to get one. And I think Denver's always there.
Like Denver, one of the other teams I really don't like, but they ain't do me nothing, so I can't not
cheer Denver for no reason.
Yeah, I think what rubs me the wrong way is the fact that if they retire the number 15, it's gonna be for Joker. But I'm like, hold up,
that sucks.
What? I mean, Carmelo a Hall of Famer, right? Like he started his career there, right? So we just gonna erase his part of that team's history?
Yeah.
Like, damn, we just.
I think they should have dual 15s.
Like, damn, bro. Like, I get it. Like, you could only get one guy, but say, bro, I feel kind of bad.
Who says you can? You can change the rule. I'm sure. We're gonna have two 15s up there.
You know what? That makes sense. I like that though. I like the idea of retiring a name with a number. Like, if your name ain't up with this name, then yeah, don't give him the number. But if you up to it and you got just about as much talent, then why not?
Why? Who says we can't retire two 15s? Shit,
man. Hey, Miami literally has a Michael Jordan jersey retired in their rafters. Michael Jordan has never played at all.
I'm like, how? How's his jersey retired in Miami? He never played in Miami.
Ask Pat Riley that, man. Look.
But we also know that he's going to get that number 7 retired with the Knicks. Cabello had some good years with the Knicks, so that number 7 is going to get retired with the Knicks. Plus, he's from around that area, so let the Knicks do the right thing. Retire that 7.
Fuck that.
Y'all didn't give that man no talent to fucking do nothing with. I don't want to hear that shit.
He's supposed to have all the talent. We didn't have to give him nobody.
Y'all get this man Jeremy Lin and fucking Amari Stoudemire and told this man go win a fucking championship. Man, please. Man, blame James Dolan.
I blame James Dolan. I do. I blame James. I blame all the owners of the New York teams. They all fucking suck. The only owner that, and I can't even say that because he owns the motherfucking Rangers too, is James Dolan. He knows hockey. He sure don't know basketball.
And then if you talk about his Knicks, oh, you like your season tickets? Too bad they're mine now. My season tickets, punk.
I would listen. I ain't spending money on the motherfucking Knicks. Well, if somebody calls me and asks me, yo, I got some tickets, you want them? Yeah, I'll take them for free, but I ain't spending no money on the motherfucking Knicks.
But y'all winning, though. Y'all not a bad organization, though. Y'all actually winning. I think James Dolan took his hands out of it and let some basketball people know how to run y'all shit.
That dude kid, man.
Y'all actually good now. I mean, y'all actually good.
We halfway decent. I think there's still some holes in the fucking team.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks is too. Yeah, Dylan Brooks.
You want the retired person who leads in scoring, or someone who does triple doubles almost every game.
I mean, both contribute to the league overall.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, he won they both did because Carmelo Anthony's 15. That was the only jersey really I had, man. When he came out, that was like one of the first other jerseys I had, man, besides the Pistons jersey, was Carmelo Anthony's 15 Denver jersey. I had that white 15 Denver jersey, and that's always Carmelo Anthony's number. I don't give a fuck what Joker did. That's Carmelo Anthony's number.
I ain't gonna sit here and just wash this man's history away because this man came up and made a glow up and got them a championship. Man,
you know how many people
was out the balling too? He had a championship.
You know, people wore cornrows with the headband when he wanted to go fucking play ball because of Carmelo Anthony. Everybody talking about ISO because of Carmelo Anthony. ISO. Get the ball. Shoot.
And just going at this thing. Man,
I watched this man win a national championship in New Orleans with Syracuse. And I still curse the Pistons out to this day. We didn't pick this motherfucker.
Boy,
I am cursing these motherfuckers out this day.
Them boys said,
I almost was a Nuggets fan. That's how pissed off I was. I was almost a Nuggets fan because he pissed me off.
Them boys said, like, a whole Darko military. I say, who?
I say, Darko?
Darko? Who is this? Say, bro, let me bomb
why
this man is.
I said, it took for my Pistons in a can't miss draft. 4 of the top 5 picks were damn near Hall of Famers. And we picked the motherfucker that didn't do shit. Like, even if we didn't pick Carmelo, we couldn't go wrong with Bosh. We couldn't go wrong with Wade. I mean,
you just could.
I'm like,
This.
Because I'm like, if we didn't pick him and we got Bosh or Wade, you could be like, okay.
All right.
I would have definitely taken Wade, not Bosh.
I'm just saying, even if you took Bosh, okay, I see what you're doing there, Detroit.
Right.
Darko Milicic.
Boy said, "Whole Darko Milicic." Hey, bro.
Darko.
You the bad part of the sandwich, bro. You the bad.
Oh, this dude literally was the human.
That's the only reason why we remember this dude, bro.
Oh, this dude literally was the human.
He's the ass piece of the bread.
Yes.
He's the ass piece of the bread.
No, the booty piece of the bread is actually good. He's like that smash piece that was when you left the bag open and it's all hard and shit. That's him.
Most people throw that shit in the microwave to get it soft again.
Yep.
He was the one that couldn't get soft.
No Diddy.
No Diddy. No more. It was because of it wasn't because of it was or that style because AI had it first. But I'm just saying the long cornrows, bro. Like that bit was there. People had the cornrows and when Mellow. I'm talking about coming out of. I was first year of college.
Yep.
And yeah, AI was in the
league.
Had
cornrows?
Yeah, I did. AI was in the league, but AI had the little design cornrows. We talking about straight back prison cornrows. We ain't talking about no designs. We talking about them bitches were like straight back prison. All the rolls were straight back. Mellow never had designs. Them bitches were straight back prison. If you seen the motherfucker wearing the straight back prison cornrows, you in there for a day. This motherfucker's about to score 20 on you. Easy.
Easy.
With the high socks. You ain't had no armbands or nothing. Just high socks, a headband, and some straight back cornrows. AI put designs in this shit. No. We talk about straight back ones, man. Shit, I even bought the Melo's first shoe, man. I bought Melo's first shoe with Jordan.
Them shits were ugly.
I know. I bought them though for the balling. Yeah, I ain't wearing them. But them bitches was comfortable to ball in. It was much comfortable than the regular J's. Them fucking regular J's hurt my damn feet, man. Them bitches not made to ball in.
I don't think any of Jordan's sneakers were really made the balling. Them shits hurt your feet.
It hurt. I don't see how motherfuckers ball in them bitches.
Balling what?
Damn, Jordans. Them bitches hurt. Like them bitches are not comfortable.
The old ones.
We're not talking about the ones when he played. I'm talking about after he retired, them bitches got narrow.
Yeah, flat. They had no arch in them.
These new John. Well, no, I'll say for the ones that's specifically made for these players, they're going with how they do shoe designs now. Like shoe designs are tailored specifically for every guy on Team Jordan. Their shoes is designed specifically for their feet. So they do these old low cut, and I don't like low cut shoes, so I don't rock with shoes like that now. I mean, I just don't. Like if I do get shoes like that, it's because it was a gift, and I'm very sentimental. If somebody gives me a gift, then yeah, I'm wearing it. But if I buy them myself, I wear mid to high top shoes all day, every day, even to church. Like I will not kid you not. I've never rocked with low cut shoes ever. If you see me with low cut shoes, just know that somebody gave them to me and I didn't buy them with my own money because I don't do that.
So you go to church in motherfucking sneakers?
If the occasion rises, I sure would.
Nowadays, man, that's normal. You don't have to dress up to go to church no more, man. Most people go to church in regular clothes now.
I'm like one of the last people that go to church, so I just know that I go in motherfucking sweatpants and a t-shirt.
Well, that's acceptable, as long as you ain't got nothing showing. None of your niblets ain't showing. You good?
Ain't nobody trying to see my niblets.
I'm just saying, long as nothing showing, you good, man. Come as you are. He come as you are, man. That don't mean come as you are. Some lady viewers. That don't mean come in your club dress, love. I mean, Hey, I'm trying to focus on the Lord, not what you doing.
That little disclaimer. Don't do it.
You be out there, yeah, our father. Oh shit.
God damn.
No, man, I gotta pray again. I gotta pray over. Stop the prayer over.
Take two.
you have to, man. Man, but we're gonna talk about the NFL week 17. I can tell you how everybody did. Everybody did well. Fucking Jay basically sealed it up with this one here. It literally has to be the worst collapse. You have to have the worst collapse. You got to get by like 10 games wrong. No pressure. You got to get like 10 games wrong to lose. I'm telling you, you got to get about 10 games. But all right, me, Jay, and Doc are tied for first place this week, week 17 with 13. All three of us went 13-3. Anthony and Izzy went 12-4. So that leaves the hater with 177 picks right. Doc is in second with 170. Me and Anthony are tied for third with 169, and Izzy bringing up the rear at 168.
That's still close.
That's close, but you're so far ahead, man. You seven fucking picks ahead of everybody. So that means you have to drop like 10.
Freaking Colts threw me out, man.
The fucking
How y'all boys lose that, bro?
I mean, shit. If you didn't pick Pittsburgh or Denver too, you'd have been good too. You'd have been straight through. You didn't pick Denver.
Yeah, that was me thinking that. Okay, yeah, Sean Payton and the gang will step up to the plate since y'all are competing for a playoff spot. So I took a gamble on that one. Pittsburgh, I just threw it up there. I figured, hey, why not? But doggone Colts, man, damn, bro. That's not the game to lose.
I just want to say this. Fuck you, Tennessee.
I agree with you because I think I picked their asses too. Because I said fuck nasty, but I'm taking Tennessee.
Yeah, you did.
And fucking Tennessee.
And I want to say the biggest loser is the New York Giants. Why?
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that.
Franchise QB right there. You had it. You had the pick of the litter. You could have picked either Cam Ward or that. You got to hope that one of these quarterbacks drop. You ruined yourself by winning a meaningless game. Congratulations, you played yourself.
Well,
the Giants doing giant things.
I guess they feel. No, actually, it probably was Drew Lock. Drew Lock was like, "Say, bro, I think I like it here, so I'm gonna ball out." So
don't you understand what I would have did? I'd have bought in DeVito so quick. So once he start throwing touchdowns,
I think DeVito. I think DeVito was hurt.
I don't give a shit. Come on, bring his hurt ass out there.
Drew Lock said, "Say, bro, nah, y'all."
I'd have bought the punter out there. Don't you understand? I had a punter throwing passes. Come on. We're taking this shit on purpose.
Yep.
I'm letting people know I'm taking it on purpose.
It's not a good look. Man say, I'm gonna come out here slinging this thing.
I'm like, now you wanna do stuff now.
But shout out to now we gotta retire to what weapons mean. So we got one last time to show it in the group chat, whatever. And we got to retire it because they got weapons.
We don't know. This might be a one-hit wonder for them. They might be shit the bed next year. I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna hold on. Not neighbors, but Tracy might be a one-hit wonder. So hey, I'll reserve my right to say that. Fuck the Giants with weapons. It's funny. The Jets might move themselves over the position to get one of these QBs. This shit is funny. We thought the Giants was gonna get them. The Jets can maneuver their way up if they lose again. If they lose one more game,
Detroit should be done. The Jets should be done with these old geezers, these old farts.
This is funny. Like Jay, you can get one of these fucking QBs and we didn't even fucking know it.
And,
I mean,
and that funny shit is that Shador Sanders already bought a pair of Giants cleats, and
better change the bitch back. Better change that shit back.
he fucking jinxed himself.
But this was the Patriots are number one. You know they're not getting a QB because they just got one last year.
They did.
So that's probably be they say their team needs offensive tackle. You know, offensive tackle is not going first. You know, a guard is not going first. They need a wide receiver and a corner. Who plays wide receiver and corner?
And corner at the same time.
Travis Hunter is going to be a Patriot.
That's if Dion doesn't put the kibosh on it. Because who the fuck wants to go play in New England?
He shouldn't though, because New England is still it's a good market, even though they are racist out there. It's a good market. You know, everybody knows the Patriots.
Great, like if you want to be seen in your face all everywhere. That's
but guess who got number 2? And guess what Shador can go? Shador could be a Tennessee Titan.
Gross.
And that's a funny thing that you said that shit because you know they need it.
They go put the kibosh to that, but they say their team needs is a offensive tackle, an edge rusher, a wide receiver, and a linebacker. So if Travis Hunter don't get picked first, he's definitely going to Tennessee second. So it doesn't look good for Travis Hunter right now. Guess who's number 3? The Cleveland Browns. Shador can be a Brown if he doesn't get picked in the second one.
I mean, he gonna wind up sitting because they already said that Deshaun coming back and
Cam Ward could be a Brown. I mean, man, this is hilarious. And the Giants at number 4. They could literally miss out on both of those quarterbacks they wanted. All because y'all want to win a meaningless game. The Jaguars is 5.
They're not getting a quarterback.
No, they're not. The Panthers is 6. They're not getting one. The Jets are 7. So all the Jets have to do is lose this week.
And we could fall down into the top 5.
Yeah. Lose this week and have the Jaguars and Panthers win. Yeah. Y'all should be in there. The Raiders are 8th. Thank you, you dumb motherfuckers, for beating us. You dumb they're another dumb motherfuckers of the week. All they had to do was lose. They dropped to 8. So you know they ain't getting none of the quarterbacks. So the Shador being a fucking Raider is over. Unless they trade up.
But I say they can still trade. But the thing
about
about
have to trade a lot.
That was nothing.
You're gonna have to give at least a 1 and a couple of 2s and a 3 and a 5 and a 6 or something like that.
Because you know that happened last time. You gotta give up multiple 1s and like a couple 2s to move up from 8 to 1.
Yeah, you're right. A 1 for this year, a 1 for next year, maybe even a 1 for the year after that.
Think about this. You actually be to move from 1 to 8. Nah, that ain't going down like that. Not for no chump change. The Bears are 9th, and we are 10th.
The Patriots ain't gonna give up that number 1 pick.
I mean, for the right price, you will give it up.
I bet you they wouldn't.
Because the thing is, you don't need a QB, so you could get you a good wide receiver at 8, at 10, or get you a corner, and then you got capital for next year. When all that, it's crazy. The Saints, 49ers, then the Colts at 12, the Cowboys.
I can't believe the 49ers are in the top 10.
Nah, they're in 11. They're number 11.
They're still in the top 20.
Yeah. The Dolphins. Then you got the Bengals, Falcons. But let's talk about the Falcons since the Falcons got bought up. I'm just saying, Yeah.
You hold their playoff, and if you guys win, they go home.
No, if we win, they get in.
They win, they in.
If they win their game and we win that game, they in. But if we lose, If we lose.
Yeah. Perk angle.
They're going home if we lose.
Why? Who you guys playing this week?
Tampa. We play Tampa.
In Tampa.
Oh, you getting beat. The Bucks are whipping your ass.
I don't care. It's a win-win for me.
About to say it doesn't matter.
It's literally a win-win for me. If we get our asses beat, we taking Atlanta with us. The whole city. Taking it with us. But if this must be the twist of fate, we beat Tampa. For somehow we beat them. I don't know how. But somehow we beat them. And Atlanta loses. Atlanta still go home. And we still gonna win.
So you can't get into the playoffs at all, right?
No, we've been.
No, we're done.
We eliminated. But us losing make us move to the top 8 if we lose. So we get a better draft position. Atlanta get to go home. It makes no sense for us to win at all. It makes 0 sense. But just as I know, I'm like this. This shit'll be funny though. I hope we win, and then Atlanta lose that game against Carolina.
No,
great. That will be great for me because it's like we did our job. Y'all still lost, and y'all out the playoffs anyway. So the only way Atlanta makes the playoffs for my Atlanta people, y'all got to win, and we have to win. There you go. And you got to thank Washington for that because y'all should have won that game against Washington. Y'all didn't. That's y'all fault.
Nah, the Saints too banged up. The Saints.
I understand. I know we ain't winning that game now. It's the only team in the top that might trade down Titans or Browns. The Titans might get their edge rusher for Penn State W11. That'd be great. Because
I don't think the Browns would fucking trade away because they need to start rebuilding because that quarterback room is kind of fucked up.
Yeah, but the thing is, they still got Deshaun Watson under the cap for like I think 2 more years.
But say
where you bring. I mean, if you could bring in, let's say, a guy like Cam Ward, you wouldn't bring him in and let him sit behind Deshaun Watson.
This is the thing. If Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders don't want to go there, we've seen it happen before in the drafts. I'm not sitting behind this dude. That's what they'll say. And we've seen people bully their way out of situations. John Elway, Eli Manning. We ain't seen people do it. And Deion already said his kid is not going nowhere he ain't approved. So that means the Browns and Titans, you're out. So don't even look at Shedeur Sanders if you're the Browns and the Titans.
Unless y'all got Sean Payton balls, you got a coach that got Sean Payton balls, because that's what happened with us with Reggie. The boy said Reggie ain't going to New Orleans. That boy picked up that phone, cuss, hung up the phone. With the second pick of the draft, the New Orleans Saints select Reginald Alfred Bush, running back USC.
The thing is, though, he's a running back. You can afford to have a running back sit out.
Funny shit is, you guys made fun of the name Trevor and Reginald fucking whatever you just said Reggie Bush's name is. That shit is fucking just as bad.
Reginald Alfred Bush.
Yep.
That's just as bad as Trevor.
But we ain't got Reggie Bush fighting motherfuckers. See the difference. It's a difference. I don't mind having a Reginald on the football field. Let's see. Kirk Cousins.
The only Reginald I want is Reggie motherfucking White.
I'm just, my stepdad was Reginald, so that's not a bad name. I guess I'm used to hearing it. All right. They say Kirk Cousins was linked to Cleveland.
Good.
If Cleveland does that, you're gonna tie how much money into a QB, into QBs? You got $70 million with Deshaun Watson. 70.
As long as he don't come to New York, because then I gotta become a Saints fan.
Oh my God! Please, Jets, do me this favor.
They better not.
Favor.
They better not.
Do me this one solid. Check his Madden rating.
His Madden rating is booty.
No. Don't use the updated roster.
No, the updated one. Not last year. Fuck that. Fuck that.
I'm hoping Woody Johnson's son don't know nothing about updates. Let's do the one when
come on, man. He ain't that dumb. He got top of the line Madden shit. He ain't got fucking throwback Madden shit.
Now I'm just saying, when you first get the game, they get you the OG. They give you the OG rating. So maybe he just got the game this year. So
nah,
maybe he just got it for Christmas because Matt was like 60% off for Christmas. So maybe he got it for Christmas.
Why would it matter whether it was 60% off or no percent off? They rich.
Maybe he like a deal. He might be rich and like to get it for a deal.
They rich, bitch.
It don't matter. I just do me this solid. One time. If
no.
become a Jet, Jesus Christ, man. Just turn your phone off, Jay, when it happens. Just turn your phone off.
I'm gonna fucking shut down my Facebook page and the whole 9 yards. So fuck that.
This turn your phone off. Just be like, what? Don't come on the show for a while. Don't do none of that. Because everything gonna be Saints themed. They get you in the spirit. I think Cleveland are reworking Watson contracts so that every year to cut him quicker. They can restructure it, but they're still gonna have to pay him money, man. That's the thing. Got to pay him money.
Yeah.
And Watson, I don't think Watson want to be in Cleveland because I don't think Cleveland got the best massage parlors. He need to go somewhere where massage parlors are the best. That's when he is at his best.
Well, he screwed himself. Could have went to Atlanta.
Shit, he was a Saint. He was almost a Saint before he was gonna be a Saint. They already said it. He was gonna be a damn Saint. Because my cousin had hit me up.
You got massage parlors down there? Of course they do.
Yeah, they do, man. You go right there on Chef. They got a whole bunch of them on Chef. And they ain't gonna talk. So you can go there. They got them in the French quarters. They ain't gonna talk. This is the perfect place for that. They would have never known that shit was going down if he was a quarterback here.
I'm about to tell you.
So
they don't want to get paid.
He was a Saint because my cousin texted me. He was like, man, congratulations. Y'all just got Deshaun Watson. I'm like, wait, what? Because my cousin is a Texas fan. He said, yeah, they broke the news in Houston that he was going to be a Saint. And then they said Cleveland came in at the last minute with that ridiculous offer. The Saints said, you know what? You got it.
Cleveland just threw money at that man's feet and said, here.
Nah,
and they haven't. I can't. No, it's not him. That was a stupid football move.
Mm-hmm. I'll take that money too. And as much as I hate the cold, I'd have been right there in Cleveland. I'd have been right there, miserable as hell, but rich. Cause I'm sorry, Cleveland is a dreary city, bro. That shit is dreary as fuck. You look at the pictures in Cleveland, you just be like, fuck. like they don't have no sunshine and shit. Shit always like it's overcast out there in Cleveland.
Yeah, they got shitty weather.
And it's cold as fuck. Nah. I knew that shit wasn't gonna work. But thank you for saving us from this. Thank you, Cleveland. Now do Cleveland pull the trigger on one of these quarterbacks?
Well, that's the funny shit. If you look back at the video package in the beginning, we talked about, and I think Eric brought it up. If that was a big if he didn't pan out in Cleveland, that it would be a big disappointment, and that's what it's been, a big disappointment for them in Cleveland.
Yeah,
they wasted money.
Yeah,
basically.
It must be nice to have money to throw away.
Man, look,
And Deshaun Watson. Now, what if they cut Deshaun Watson? He goes somewhere else and ball out. That let me know it's Cleveland. Like, that let me know it's Cleveland. Somebody gonna take a chance on Deshaun Watson. Somebody going to. If they cut him, somebody gonna take a chance on him.
Oh yeah, at one time
take a chance on him.
No, please.
Y'all got massage parlors out there.
We got everything out here: massage parlors, hookers, and the whole 9 yards.
Perfect. That's a perfect place for him.
What they don't have out in the East Coast.
I'm just saying that's the perfect place for him. He needs to go somewhere where the nightlife is popping. That's where he need to go. Nobody ever said, "Man, I want to go to Cleveland." Like say vacation. Let's go to Cleveland. No, nobody has ever said that shit.
He only went to Cleveland. He went to Cleveland for that paycheck.
And that's no shade to Cleveland. That's no shade to Cleveland.
Land.
Nobody look. Even when LeBron was there, nobody said, "You know what? I'm gonna go catch a Cavaliers game in Cleveland." Nah, we'll just wait till LeBron come to our town and we'll go watch him.
Yep,
that's what people did. And I'm not trying to shade Cleveland. I don't want the Cleveland people to run after me, but I'm sorry, there ain't shit out there to do in Cleveland. Let's be real with it.
Nope.
Nobody said, I got a pocket full of money, man. I'm gonna go somewhere and have fun. Let's go to Cleveland. Nobody has ever said
the only thing that you could do in that area is go to the NFL Hall of Fame,
and that's in Canton. So yeah, I understand going to Canton. You want to see the NFL Hall of Fame, but Cleveland, what we gonna see factories? What the fuck we gonna do? What we seeing? What we doing? Nobody has never said ever. Let's go to Cleveland for vacation.
No,
I want to see it. I want to see it. If you ever said let's go to Cleveland for vacation, man, please write it in the comments. Hey, show me your pictures of you going to Cleveland for the nightlife.
Never. Never.
Never. Like, there's certain places in the NFL you'll never have a Super Bowl in Cleveland.
Hell no, it's fucking cold there too.
In Buffalo. You never have a Super Bowl in Buffalo. I mean, they squeeze one in Minnesota, but I'm like, people like, I don't know what I'm gonna do in Minnesota, but they got a nice stadium. It's like, yeah. So you want a quarterback that has a questionable choice of entertainment, and you want him to go to Cleveland and be straight? That was going to work. That boy should have turned down the money. Probably been a top quarterback right now. If he'd have went to Atlanta or New Orleans, he'd have been probably a fire-ass quarterback right now. I mean,
listen, I get the whole that people want it to be like old school style stadiums, but if you're past the fucking certain area on the United States map, you should have some type of dome on your shit.
Yeah,
and then you can make money.
Yeah, the elements. I guess you want the elements and all that shit, but it makes a sloppy game sometimes. Cleveland signed a QB, but keeping him, Falcons signed a QB and cutting him, and it's not even a year. Yep. If Cleveland is smart, trade for JJ McCarthy. I was hoping my Saints traded for JJ McCarthy. Actually, we need a fucking young QB in there because it's like Sam Darnold was going to be a Viking, and
they'd be stupid to let him go.
And I mean, if you're going to keep Sam Darnold, you got to trade JJ McCarthy because he ain't going to stay there. Mo wants the pictures. I want the plane ticket to prove that you went there in the hotel. Damn, do you want the plane ticket?
Want to make sure you actually went. Fuck that.
Yeah, I want the pictures of you there. I want you in front of the Cleveland sign waving. Nobody has ever said this ever. Why you think the Miz said, man, my hometown is Los Angeles, even though he from Cleveland? He don't even want to say he from Cleveland.
Even this man don't want to say it.
Logan Paul from Cleveland. He said he from San Juan, Puerto Rico. He shouted out the Puerto Ricans before the Clevelanders. Just be real with it.
He's way before Eric did.
Yeah, well, yeah, he got to be. Oh shit!
You're never gonna live that down, bro.
That is hilarious, though. Come on, that's hilarious.
The Mongolians first. Or whatever, Mongoloids. Not even Mongolians. He said Mongoloids. He made up for his own race.
I just read something else about fucking Mickey Loomis that's about to piss me off. It's not the fact that he wants to hire Aaron Glenn, but he wants Aaron Glenn to keep the current coaches and staff members on the team. No, clear out the whole team.
Yeah, you bring in your own coaching staff.
Coaches.
Now, here's the thing. Now, I've seen rumors about bringing John Gruden on.
Oh, Jesus Christ, no.
Like, bro.
No.
Did we not learn?
Don't do that. No.
Did we not learn before? But you want to sit here and bring John Gruden back up into football, into modern day football?
I do not want to hear Spider X2Y banana. I do not want to hear that.
Yeah. Boss, like, you can hang that up. Like, it didn't work the first time. Even when you brought him in as a consultant, you was getting heat for it. So why would you want to bring him in the coaching staff? So hopefully it's just a rumor, things that's going around. But I honestly, and I like Riz. I like Rizzy. Like, okay, you came up in, you was rah-rah.
He could be a great special teams coach.
Yes, you are a coordinator. And I'm not trying to, like I said, I'm not trying to knock you, but we tried the move with the rah-rah and keep it in-house. Clearly, it's not working. It's not a winning formula. You did this 3-year stint with DA, and it didn't work. And when Rizzy came in and stepped up to the plate, he was rah-rah to get the guys going, and he did that. Now the team is done winning. Like, he's gone as far as he can go. There's a whole new era of players that's getting ready to come in this locker room. We ain't under the Sean Payton era no more. You had this book. We didn't read it all. It's time to close, and it's time to move on to something else. So that whole let's get the rah-rah guy, and this guy was a specialist. You cut that out. So that automatically eliminates John Gruden. That should eliminate Joe Brady. But I guess everybody will interview. Anybody who's won the job as an NFL head coach, they will interview. But hopefully, you don't make the finalists of the list of finalists.
I'm gonna put it to you this way.
Position.
I know who's pushing for John Gruden, and it's number 4.
And that's terrible because the Saints, they should move on from him as well because we didn't tried you.
Like, I respect your team if you hire Mike Vrabel. I think he'll be a great Jets coach, Mike Vrabel.
I think
the Saints too. I would like the Saints coach too.
I would like him better. I mean, you're right. He would be a good coach. I just think it's time for the Jets to actually get an offensive-minded coach and not. They've had, if you've noticed in their history, we've had one offensive-minded coach, and now it's fucking Gase, and he was garbage.
Man, Gase was high.
Or I don't know if he was high, if his parents did too much weed when his mother was in his belly. You know what I'm saying?
Them eyes, bro.
I don't know if they dropped him on his fucking head when he was a baby. Some look like his head was fucking slanted.
Yeah, I just looked at. I remember that interview, and his eyes was big as saucers. I said, he's on something.
Yeah, he had the same shit that fucking what's his name from AEW's on. That white powder.
Oh man. But like you say, Vapor will fit y'all culture that y'all always have. But
We need
you gotta
a
be,
coach that's gonna not he's gotta be a tough coach. He can't be a fucking players coach.
yeah.
They need structure in the Jets, and they don't have no structure. Too many people doing what
But
they want
don't
to do.
hire Ron Rivera. Yeah, I wouldn't either. I wouldn't hire Riverboat Ron. But that's what they saying. Going coming there as Riverboat Ron.
They're interviewing him. I mean, if they listen, it comes to the point now that it wouldn't surprise me. They're probably checking motherfucking coaching Madden stats. It's ridiculous. Listen, when your general manager makes the statement that you answer to teenagers, there's a problem. So that
Oh
makes you
hell.
know a lot of the decisions the Jets made in the last year or two were made by his fucking sons who probably still don't got fucking hair on their balls. Trying to that's ridiculous. That shows me that you need to sell the team. You're not football. You don't have football knowledge because you brought in
Not,
one of the better GMs. How bad were the picks that he made while he was GM before they got rid of him?
not bad. They're
Most of his picks were good,
pretty damn good picks.
but I mean, they were saying he was done with New York anyway, and now we know why. Because if you didn't fall into the greats of the on the Madden game, they wasn't trying to get you.
That's stupid.
I think Jerry Jeudy would have made an impact if he would have been on the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad the season is over. So now I don't got to worry about that shit until after the draft.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel about my Saints. I ain't gotta worry about after this Sunday. I ain't gotta worry about nothing about football till April.
Yep, until draft time.
Everything else is gonna be fun. I can root without getting a headache.
Yep.
Real talk, your head coach would depend on Aaron Rodgers. Nope,
No.
I would cut Aaron Rodgers. He would not come back.
I honestly think they're gonna move away from Aaron Rodgers, but you know what I'm saying? You still got money invested in that dude. I honestly think you can't get no better than mediocre. Give me Aaron Rodgers when he was in his 20s and 30s and early 30s, then yeah, I'd be like, you know what, let him run it one more time. I don't think he has it in him anymore to let him run it one more time. We need quarterback. Quarterbacks nowadays are more mobile, and I'm sorry, there's not a lot of pocket quarterbacks. Everybody can scramble, and he can't scramble. He's too old. At
Well,
least that's how I see it.
I think Aaron Rodgers just need to know when to go. Cause who's gonna invest money into a 42-year-old quarterback?
Yeah, I think that when he does leave the Jets, I think he should be done because he's not gonna get. He's gonna be like, I mean, ain't nobody gonna invest in him. He showed what the last couple of years. All right, he had the Achilles problem, and we get that, but you didn't bounce back in a big way. You really didn't, and you're a
Or
controversial person, and I don't
yeah,
think a lot of teams are gonna invest in him.
shouldn't be. So he shouldn't do. They should not invest in him. Aaron Rodgers is done. Anybody who don't believe that is delusional. He's cooked. So, and I think when the Jets got him, they thought they were going to get the generational Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
He's not worth the trouble. I would cut my losses, and try to get his replacement as soon as possible, because y'all still have talent, and y'all still have Adams under contract for what, 2 years? 2 or 3 years? So
at this point, I would fucking get rid of Aaron Rodgers and I would trade Devontae Adams. He's not going to give it. He's 30 something years old. He's not going to give it. He's not going to go out like that. You know what I'm saying? Let him go be with somebody else. Let him go to motherfucking Kansas City. Fuck it.
Now he can. Now he can go to the Kansas City, or he needs to go somewhere where he can win a championship. And Jets, I thought the Jets would be that place, but
we all did, and we got bamboozled.
All because of Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I mean, he is part of the formula on why we didn't do good.
He is at least 50% of the problem.
I mean, you still, like I've been telling you for the last since I started on this podcast. When it comes to the NFL, if you don't have a good offensive line and a good defensive line, you're not winning games.
Yeah, but I'm like this. He came there to be the difference maker.
You're right. So he did. He did come to be the difference maker, and then he fucked up his Achilles.
Yeah.
And honestly, it took him until towards the end of this season to actually start cooking.
Yeah, this is my thing. He came to be the difference maker. He was supposed to be the savior. He came in there talking about he gonna bring the Jets to the Super Bowl and all that stuff. And if he would have done well, we'd have gave Aaron Rodgers the majority of the praise. So they haven't done well. He got to get the majority of the smoke. He should have retired when the Packers said no.
Yeah,
that's what it was. His thing is, he is Brett Favre Jr. Don't know when to let it go. You don't know when to let it go. He's cooking in meaningless games. No, he's gonna cook now in meaningless games.
I don't know. I think this weekend he might have his hands full.
Well, yeah, we're gonna get to that in a second. But he's cooking in the meaningless games. I mean, where was this all year? So now what he's gonna do is he's gonna tell you, "Oh no, I'm getting my feet back," and he gonna get Woody Johnson to fucking sign him again for another year. I believe that's what the fuck is gonna happen.
And Woody Johnson will be another losing season, and I'll be fucking sitting here with get rid of motherfucking him. Get rid of him.
Get rid of Aaron Rodgers.
Sell the fucking team.
Oh, you want to sell the team?
Yeah, sell the fucking team because you can't. You know what I'm saying? You should have stuck to Johnson and Johnson shit. You shouldn't have motherfucking some baby powder. Won't you go sell Puffy some fucking some baby oil?
I think Puffy made him give him enough money so he could be up by the Jets. Puffy kept him in business.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out there that would actually do the research to bring in football people to actually have a good team.
Man, y'all are gonna have y'all hands full this week of this whole y'all played. Oh man, since Eric is back, we can start the pick'ems. I look like I got Izzy's picks. So let me get the Izzy fucking picks. Even though he put a team that says S. I don't know what the fuck S is.
That was nobody. He was gonna instead of putting the Eagles down, he was gonna put Saquon. Because I'll tell you right now, we didn't jump on that. But the fact that he's not playing to me is stupid. I get it. You don't want him to get hurt, and we understand that. But this is a once in a lifetime thing to beat a record that stood for like 30 years.
Yeah,
against his old team.
against his old team.
So I would play his ass and have him rush 1 yard over the mark.
Yeah, get 102.
Yeah.
We've seen him get 100 yards in one quarter against Washington. It can happen.
I mean, that's Washington,
Especially
though.
against
Their
old
defense sucks.
team.
No, but the Giants' defense is worse.
But here's the thing, like, and we've seen Saquon, we've seen his personality from the film because Coach even asked him during the middle of the year. He said, "Look, you got something to do, something that hasn't been done before," and he said himself he was satisfied. He's like, "Look, we're gonna rest the starters, and you can only rest so many guys." And it was like, "Look, I'm gonna rest the starters." And Saquon, he literally said, "Let the young guys eat." So
Then listen, then if he doesn't break the record, it's on him because he should have been selfish. This is a record that stood for years. He might not ever have that opportunity again. He might turn around next year and break his leg.
Yeah, because you know he's gonna be on Madden. You know he's gonna be on Madden. He's gonna be on Madden, and that Madden curse is real still.
Yep, they're gonna put him on the mat. He's gonna put him on the Madden cover next year, and he's gonna fucking
over somebody.
Yep.
Wow.
Now you don't.
Be hurdling backwards over somebody.
You have to agree to be on the cover. Like they're not just gonna say, "Hey, look, we're thinking about." They're not just gonna put
Who's
something
gonna
random
turn that down?
Don't agree to it.
Who's gonna turn it down? How many?
So you're trying to tell me if they came to you and said, "Eric, we want to put you on the cover of Madden game," you're gonna say, "No, there's a jinx on being the Madden cover. I don't want to be on it."
I'm not gonna say that, but I mean, overall, my point for him is, I've already seen him turn down a record before, so he had a chance to do something selfish in the middle of the year, and he could have made the record because he was having the career then. So
against the Rams, he was having a career game. They could have let him He could have broke the single game record, and this record could have been broken. I think if it was under 100, I think it was like 50. They'd have let him play. 100. That means he got to play the whole game.
Right. So I think basically all of this ended up to where we are right here today, because if we go in the vacuum, if we say this was yester generation, whatever, how many years ago it was before they made this extra game, I think we'd have still been looking at the same thing. Think he would have rested and he wouldn't have played anyway. So
that to me, that's stupid. It's a record that, like I said, that stood there for 30 years, and you have a chance to break that shit. You break that shit.
Yeah, and for the other people who saying it wouldn't have counted anyway, well, if you go by that logic, O.J. Simpson is still a record holder because he did it in 14 games.
You're right.
So, but all these people talk about, well, it wouldn't have mattered anyway because he didn't break the record. He had an extra game. Well, Eric Dickerson had 2 extra games. So,
yep.
Put it in perspective. OJ ran for 2K in 14 games. So you gave OJ 2 more games, it probably been that record probably still been standing.
Yep.
I tell you how much I tell you
if he would have had those 2 extra games, he would have probably been closer to 3,000, not 3,000 yards, but like 2,500.
2,500.
Yeah, about 2,500.
And you give him that third extra game. What it was another game. You get an extra game that they got Saquon. Yeah, you'd have been probably close to 3,000 then. Shit, he might have been. Never know. So just think about it, man. Like, I would have loved to say Saquon do it because it would have been poetic to do it against the Giants. But I understand why they didn't do it.
It don't matter. They ain't winning no Super Bowl this year. Fuck the Eagles.
It fucks up my picks because it's like, who the fuck do they have? Like, literally, who the fuck do they have to play the Giants? And the Giants just, came out like gangbusters. They're gonna just ruin their pick again. So, hey, if I'm the Giants, I'm sitting my starters because I can't afford to win another game.
It's not. No, there's no weapons at Giants with the Giants, so it doesn't matter if they play fucking DeVito or what's his name.
There's two weapons. I'm sitting those two weapons now. Save it for next year. We got a quarterback coming for y'all because they win another game. They're gonna drop from 4 to like 8, and they're not getting it. They're not getting one. So Giants fans, urge your team to lose this game against Philly.
Don't show up.
Shit, I wouldn't even show up.
Don't show up. Just fucking say, nah, I can't. We're not gonna be there.
Man, this is crazy. But let's go with the first game. The Ravens versus the Browns. That's tomorrow. It's tomorrow's game. Ravens versus the Browns. Izzy has gone with Baltimore.
They're not gonna play their starters though.
It doesn't matter. I think because we're in playoff mode, so you really don't want to backpedal into the playoffs. And Baltimore being there, they've had difficulties. I mean, outside of last year, but they didn't make a championship run. So I think they're just gonna stomp a mud hole in Cleveland, solidifying their third pick.
Mm-hmm.
So
didn't the Browns beat the Ravens earlier this year?
they did.
That's what Jameis.
So you don't want to
Jameis
go
Winston.
into playoffs getting swept.
Jameis Winston is not playing.
So
oh yeah, he got benched.
Yep, it was Jameis Winston. I was picking Cleveland, but since Jameis Winston is not playing, I'm going Baltimore.
Baltimore not trying to get swept by nobody in the division, going to no playoff appearance.
Yeah, I'm going with the Ravens myself.
Anthony, you've been here all day. Come on with the pick now. I'm waiting all day. Come on with the pick. The game tomorrow.
He fell asleep.
Wake your ass up. The game tomorrow. All right.
Yeah, boy, he can come down here with that smoke if he won't.
We got the Steelers versus the Bengals. The Bengals need this win to keep their paid-off hopes alive. Joey B got me the championship last week. Thank you, Joey B and the Bengals.
Indeed.
Because without them, I wouldn't have won. Yeah, Pittsburgh is in there. I don't know if Pittsburgh going to play their starters.
I think Pittsburgh already got a spot, so they don't really care.
Yeah, I'm thinking next game.
Yeah, but if you think about it, so you're gonna bring in Justin Fields. Yeah. Maybe he needs that ball time, and maybe they'll see that maybe Russ is cooked.
Izzy picked Cincinnati. He went with the Bengal boys.
Well, yeah, the Bengals did kind of come out smoking. I thought the defense was sure enough was going to let them down last week, and I'm tired of getting burned by them dudes. I'm picking Cincinnati. Mere fact that they're going to fight for that playoff spot.
And I'm like this. They better hope the Steelers win this game, the people in the playoffs. Because I don't think nobody want to see Cincinnati in the fucking playoffs.
No.
Not with those weapons. Now, they have weapons out the ass. They got weapons. They just don't have defensive weapons. They got one weapon on defense, and that's Trey Henderson. Everybody else on defense trash. So, I'm going Cincinnati just because Joey B bought me a championship, so I'm not going to pick against him. So, Hater.
I am also going to go with the Bengals.
All right. This man Anthony still thinking on the Baltimore-Cleveland game. That's not like a hard game to think on, man. Like that. It's one game.
He gonna wait until halftime of the game and give it to you tomorrow. Be like, oh, I'm picking the winners.
We got Carolina versus the Falcons. The Falcons need this win to even think about going to the playoffs. And they're playing in ATL. So, Izzy has picked Carolina.
Ooh. Well,
with this, if Izzy's right, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter what the Saints do.
right.
If Izzy's right. So who you going with? Who y'all going with?
I'm gonna go with the Falcons. I understand that Carolina is, getting things back on the roll, getting the ball moving. But Atlanta, they're. I give veterans more props than a bunch of young guys out there.
And they went to Falcons. I'm going to Falcons as well, just because I want them to have hope. That's the reason why I'm going with them. I want them to have hope. And then I hope our game ends after theirs. So I'm going to Atlanta just because they need that win. Hater, who you going with?
I'm going with the Falcons as well. I think Penix is going to do some work.
Yeah, Penix look good. Yeah, the Panthers don't have a running back also because their two running backs are hurt.
Yeah.
All right. We got the Texans versus the Titans. Izzy has gone with Houston. So he's going with the Texans.
Yeah, I already talked about backing into playoff appearances, so ain't no way Houston trying to back into no playoff appearance. So I'm gonna pick Houston.
I'm not picking the Titans ever again, so fuck them. I'm going. They burned me last week, so I'm going Houston. Hater.
Fuck the Titans. I'm going with the Texans. I picked them last week too.
Yeah. Anthony, who you going with? Houston or the Texans? I mean the Titans. Don't tell me you're thinking on this fucking game too. Oh, you picked the Texans.
Boy. Woo.
All right, the next game. Giants versus Eagles.
No doubt it's the Eagles.
I mean, even though they're playing these second stringers.
No doubt it's the Eagles. Hold on.
He went Eagles. Izzy went Eagles. Where you going, Hater?
I just want to look at one thing real quick, and then I'll let you know.
I'm gonna go Eagles just because I think the Giants don't want to lose position. So I'm gonna go Eagles. Their second stringers is better than the Giants' first stringers.
Thought somebody was playing it from my door.
Well, we don't need that happening.
Nah, we don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Eagles as well. I just don't think the Giants only have one weapon, and they don't have a person to get them the ball.
Well, Anthony says Anthony's going with them. He's going with the Giants. Even Izzy didn't go with the Giants. Anthony went with the Giants. Oh, let's see. The next game. Fucking Colts and Jaguars.
Ugh, gross.
Ugh.
Lord. Damn.
I know Travis Hunter and them and Shador Sanders is praying for Jacksonville to lose. I mean to win. They're praying for them to win. This is gross. This game is gross.
It's super gross. Where's the game being played?
The game
Does it matter?
It played in Indianapolis.
At the dump, at the where you throw out your garbage.
The
Yeah,
RCA Dome, I get a Lucas Oil Field. That's where it's played.
it's super gross.
Izzy went with Jacksonville. Izzy believes in Jacksonville.
I mean, I too will go with Jacksonville.
Anthony believes in Jacksonville.
I'm rolling with my Tiger. Brian Thomas Jr., do your thing, boy.
Just because this week I'm going with Jacksonville. Watch fucking the Colts win this shit. I'm going Jacksonville.
I don't know what happened to these people.
I'm going Jacksonville. How about you, hater?
I'm gonna be the hater and be the hater that I am, and I'm going with the Colts.
Hey, I can't even get mad at you. I went there just because I'm like, you know what? I don't want Jacksonville picking that high. Selfish reasons. I'm tired of.
Like I said, Dion's gonna decide where those two guys go.
I'm tired of good players going to Jacksonville. I don't want to sleep. But Jacksonville.
Who? Because if you're talking about what's his name, like I said, he made his reputation through Clemson. Not that he came to the NFL and he's been lights out.
Brian Thomas Jr. is one of them. He don't need to be in Jacksonville.
Well, he is.
He is now.
Yeah, so we
got the Commanders or Redskins or football team or whatever they're calling themselves now versus the Cowboys.
Scottie Pippins.
Scottie Pippins versus the Cowboys or the Cowgirls in
Washington,
Dallas Stadium.
The Washington football team. And I don't know who's running the ball in Washington. Maybe Jaden Daniels is going to be the running back by default. I don't know.
Fuck Dallas. Going Washington. Simple.
This the afternoon game too, ain't it?
Yeah. No, it's not. It's 12 o'clock. He said Washington need this win, so he's going Washington. We know you were going Washington. I already wrote it down, bro.
Yeah.
This is
but something tells me Washington gonna do something to kind of muffle these guys trying to get in there.
So you going with the Dallas Cowboys?
No, I'm just saying they're gonna make it competitive. I really don't like the fact that I'm relying on Washington football team to win this game. I'm gonna go with Washington.
It took Austin Eckler off of IR.
Oh, well, there you go. Now there you go. I need the Washington insider for me to pick the Washington football team. Gross.
He's giving you false information. He don't like your ass.
He really does it. It's okay.
And this is what Eric thinks about.
Please, she should be apologizing to Puerto Rican. She ain't got no business coming here looking like that. That's pure, unadulterated ugliness.
Pure, unadulterated.
I'm going with the Commanders because it's time for the Commanders to step up and show the Eagles eventually that they're going to be the ones that take over that division.
You say if we win, we play the Rams. If we lose, we play the Eagles in the playoffs. Shake my head. So they're gonna try to play the Rams. I got you. So we're going Washington.
You already beat the Eagles, though.
Y'all beat them. So what y'all scared of?
Yeah, that's where you show how good you are is when you beat the team that's gonna be in first. You know, the number one pick or the number one spot. That just shows me that you're scared.
Izzy say fuck the Commanders. He went Dallas.
Izzy's on crack.
Yeah, I think Izzy just throwing in the towel.
I think he started drinking a little bit too early
Yeah,
when he started putting that shit down.
yeah, I think he. Yeah, and I'm not giving him time to rethink it either.
Yeah, that shit is locked in.
Okay, we got the Packers versus the Bears. The Bears.
Oh, that's definitely a move along.
Yeah, I'm going Green Bay.
That's a super move along. Chicago.
Even if they play all their backups, I'm going with the Packers.
Yep. Izzy said Green Bay.
People.
Izzy wasn't drinking on that pick.
Chicago got some problems.
And Anthony, who you taking? Green Bay or you taking Chicago?
It'd
You
be
say
different. It'd be different if they didn't have all those weapons and they only won 4 games all year.
Sweep. All right. We got the Saints versus the Buccaneers.
For the hater pick of the week.
Yeah.
They need to drug test that man.
So y'all going with?
I am going
with Tampa. Is he with Tampa?
I am also going to go with the Buccaneers.
Okay.
Maybe if your team didn't have such a shitty quarterback and had some receivers.
I'm not putting that on the quarterback. The quarterback threw the ball in people's hands all game long last game.
Yeah, but all your main receivers are fucking half dead.
I know.
Yeah, so
I'm just saying I'm not putting it on the quarterback. I'm putting it on these receivers who can't fucking catch. They practice squad receivers. I would still rather Rattler over Carr any day. That's not gonna change my fucking mind on that shit.
As long as he ain't playing this week, because then you better go with the fucking Bucks.
All right.
That car is done for the year.
You said I picked the Saints last week. Never again fuck the Saints Tampa by 10. Only 10.
Look, he didn't even cuss. He said the letter. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
We curse.
Rating.
All right. Doc, you already know you said the Saints ain't winning the ball. So Tampa Bay for you.
Saints ain't winning no more.
Man. Saints ain't winning the ball.
I already went through the schedule on that.
Yeah, it go look now. My time for me to
Yeah.
This is for Atlanta. And I'm picking this strictly for my hatred of Atlanta. I'm going Tampa Bay. Just so y'all don't make it in the fucking playoffs. It has nothing to do with my team. It has nothing to do with Tampa. I'm doing this pick strictly off of hate. This is the hate pick of the decade because you bitches ain't getting in. We're going to make sure you bitches don't get in. It's going to be Tampa, and it's going to be Tampa by 30. Tell you straight up, we get blown the fuck out. We're going to let you know you ain't making that bitch. And I ain't going to be the happiest L I ever took.
Oh, man.
There it is. You talking about 10. Nah, we ain't going to make this bitch competitive. Nah. 1, 2, 3 Cancun. We already been in Cancun for 4 weeks now. Man, we good. We good. So that's a sweep on the Tampa Bay game. Congratulations, Tampa. You done made the playoffs. All right, we got the
and won that division
for 4 straight years, like the Saints did before it. So for the last 8 years, they only had 2 people win the NFC South: Saints and the Bucks.
And the Buccaneers.
All right, Patriots versus Bills. Move along.
Pretty much.
Can we move along?
Pretty much.
Move this along. Okay.
Facts.
I don't see even if they sit their starters, I don't see the Patriots trying to lose that number 1 spot.
And again, teams that's winning the division or going into the playoffs, they're not backing into it. So, yeah.
And Izzy went Buffalo. I think Jay's going Buffalo unless he's picking New England. I don't know.
Hell no. I ain't picking New England. I ain't that dumb. I'm trying to keep my lead. I'm trying to extend my lead.
Mo going to open up his front door saying F the Saints. F you over there, Saints, man. F you. And yours. It has nothing to do with the Saints. It has zero to do with the Saints. It's fuck the Falcons.
Yeah, if the Saints lose, then
the Falcons lose.
The Falcons lose. They go home. They'll be on the same flight to Cancun.
Yes. So my hatred for the Falcons is way more than it is for the Bucks. I don't give a fuck about the Bucks. I just want this game to be over so I can laugh at the Falcons fans who got hope. And I hope y'all beat the Panthers ass on fucking Sunday. And then y'all, and we play, and I'm like this, and I hope our game in a little after yours. And then you look up at that scoreboard and we getting blown out. Man, your hopes.
No, isn't your game at 4? No,
it's at 12. I think it's at 12. Yeah, it's at 12. So I'm like, yeah, it's at 12. So, because the game is in Atlanta, so they're gonna be scoreboard watching, and they're gonna be up there with their hopes up, and then when they look at the score, the Saints are down 30-0. I just want to see their face when they see this shit. I just wanted to see it. Or hell, even if it's a close game, I want y'all to show us them cheering for us, and then we lose the game in the last minute. That's the 2 outcomes I want.
What's to say that the Bucks are gonna play their full starters all game?
They got to. They got to win this game. The Bucks got to win the game, so they gonna play their whole team. So, but there's news that Alvin Kamara and Olave trying to play this game. They're trying to play this game, which will make this fucking interesting.
That'd be fucked up, and they come out and beat the shit out of the Bucks.
That would be interesting.
I don't know.
If Atlanta lose, that'll be funny too.
I don't know what that does. They say a lot of guys are interviewing for their next year, but I don't know what bringing in Olave does at this point of the year, and what that does for Alvin Kamara, who you already extended. So
they're bringing him in so he could become a vegetable before the end of the season.
Yeah, nah.
That's what happened. Olave's about to be fucked up.
About that, Anthony, who you got? The Bills or the Patriots? You need to pick for that game. While you talking about my Saints, you pick for the Bills or the Patriots. That's what we waiting on. You got 2 games unpicked. All right. We got Doc's Chargers versus the Raiders.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt that I'm going on that.
Chargers, definitely, because the Raiders is just booty. They only have one weapon, and that's Brock Bowers.
Shit, yes, last week they unleashed a whole bunch of weapons. What? Hey, you got to write sweep. We don't automatically think it's sweep until you write it or say it. Because I don't want to hear we roll sweep and then the fucking Bills lose and then you're like, I didn't say that. I didn't say it.
Yeah, you got to say what you pick your team, damn it. We're still waiting on the first game of the fucking
you
docket.
had enough time to talk. All right. So, Hater, you going Chargers too? I'm going Chargers.
Yeah, I'm going Chargers.
Are you going Chargers, Anthony? Are you going Chargers? Let's see. Yep,
Sweep.
He's going Chargers. It's a sweep. See, you said it this time. We're still waiting on that first game. I don't want to hear shit because the game is tomorrow, that first game. You still thinking about it?
I'm telling you, he's gonna hit you off at 12:01 tomorrow
Nope.
afternoon.
Nope. Yep, I saw that. And that's right. Brock Bowers had a better season.
About to say, Travis Kelce didn't do crap this year.
All Travis Kelce did was eat Taylor Swift's cat. That's all he did all year.
Yeah.
I fucking said it. That's all he did. He ain't
She
do shit else.
She looks like that would look funny.
Yeah. It looks unappetizing. Look unseasoned.
Yeah, that shit got just salt and pepper on it. I need some adobo and shit on mine.
No paprika. Nothing on them. All
Nope.
right. We got 49ers versus Cardinals. This is another ugly game.
Gee Louise. And the Cardinals already won a game. What the heck? Just put me down for the 49ers just because Arizona.
You like to lose. That's why you picking the fucking Niners, because
No,
you know they booty like hell and you still picking them.
they're not booty like that, but Arizona ain't that either.
Arizona's gonna beat the shit out of them. I'm going with the Cardinals.
Is he going with Arizona as well? I'm going Arizona because the 49ers ain't shit. Just like Saints ain't shit. 49ers ain't shit.
But the 49ers weren't matched to go to the playoffs. These motherfuckers ain't even going to the playoffs.
None of them.
They ain't even sniffing the playoffs though. But
both of these teams now.
They were favored to be in the playoffs, and they ain't even sniffing the playoffs.
Anthony's with you. He said 49ers.
Even Anthony taking the 49ers.
Yeah, but Anthony don't. Look at his record. He ain't that good picking.
He got better, but I don't know about this game. And plus, Arizona beat him already. So, I don't know. All right. We got Walker Tua because Pat Mahomes is not playing. We got Walker Tua versus the Denver Broncos. Walker Tua wins.
Nope.
Bo Nix.
We got Walker Tua wins. Oh, can I finally say you can bet against the Chiefs on this one? I'm going Denver.
Yeah, I'm going with Denver too.
I'm sorry, Joe Burrow, but your playoff ride ends here. Walker Tua Wentz is trash.
Good Lord.
Izzy agrees because he says Denver. Doc,
Denver, right?
Are you going? It doesn't even matter. It's Walker Tua fucking wins. But it's in Denver. It's in Denver.
Yeah, because Denver let me down last week. I don't think they're gonna do it 2 weeks in a row.
Now, if Pat Mahomes was playing, my answer would be totally different. But since he's not playing, I'm going Denver.
It's not like they need a win anyway because they already got first. They already got the first spot.
No, I'm putting it this way. Huntley is not the QB. Carson Wentz is the QB. That makes it even worse. Fucking Carson Wentz.
Yeah, they've been saying that all week.
We got Geno versus the Rams.
Ugh.
The Rams already in the playoffs. So we're going to
But they want the crown too. So
Geno
why not?
Versus the Rams.
Why not solidify it and win the game?
In LA.
For my hater pick of the week, second one, give me the LA Rams.
Hater, who you going with?
Geno.
Who is he go with? Is he went with Geno as well? I'm going with Geno. I'm going with Broadway Geno. Let's go, Geno. And he going Rams.
The two that been butting heads have been picking a lot of the same teams.
Yeah, I know. That's funny, right? We got the Dolphins versus the Jets. Jets, Jets.
Good grief.
We already know who Izzy picked, because if he didn't pick the Dolphins, Mrs. B is going to beat his ass.
Yeah, because thought I was done with both of these guys, but I've already said that the Jets have failed me for the last time, so by default, I gotta go with the Dolphins.
The fucking Jets suck. That's why I'm going with the Dolphins. It's because the Jets suck. They just suck. Fuck. The Matt rate ain't adding up.
My device is on its last leg, so if it conks out, it's not me, y'all.
You just got to pick the last game then. Just tell me you're gonna get out of the Vikings Lions.
Oh, give me Detroit.
All right. You got you in case it goes out. All right. Hater, are you going with your Jets?
Hell no, I'm not going with the Jets. And my luck is they'll fucking win. And I'm still gonna go with the fucking fish.
Oh, I need a now you want me to flip a coin. I ain't got no damn coin in here. Shit. Fuck. Everybody got a coin? Shit. Flip a damn coin.
Hold on, I got one right here. What is it? Heads what?
Heads Jets, tails Dolphins.
All right, hold on. He's got the Dolphins.
All right, there you go. You lucked up. You lucked up, Anthony. We're gonna do that for your first pick, bro. We still waiting on your fucking first pick, dog. Like, no, how much time you need to think on Cleveland versus Baltimore, man? Like, God. All right, we already got Doc's pick with Detroit, and so we got the game of the game of the fucking weekend. They did it right finally by putting it on Sunday Night Football. We got Detroit versus Minnesota. They're playing in Detroit. The Minnesota Vikings will be in the all white, and Detroit gonna be in the black with the blue helmets.
They doing it?
Yeah,
I thought it was a throwback.
Oh no, they're doing it. They're doing it. They're doing it midnight. They're doing all midnight versus all white. It's gonna be.
Boy, I can't believe the internet bullied these people to do it. Man, yeah, NFL.
Lions. You going Lions. He said, Jay, heads or tails. So heads Ravens, tails Browns. Flip it for
all right, hold on. Oh shit.
Oh damn it, Jay.
Where the fuck did it go?
Oh shit.
I threw it like over my back and shit. Hold on. I want to catch it right how it landed.
Oh shit, Jay.
He got tails. Whatever tails was.
Yeah, he got the Browns. There it is. There we go. And he went with Detroit. Okay, Anthony went with Detroit. Izzy went with Minnesota.
But bravo to both squads. I mean, it's a terrible situation no matter who loses. You did a lot of work, and ultimately, I went with Detroit because Detroit has been hungry for some time. Detroit has been hungry at least for the past 3 seasons. And I'm not trying to knock their earlier work, but they have paid their respects. Not to say that Minnesota haven't, but Minnesota had to kind of move on. Then they did. Then they drafted a guy, lost a guy, found a guy, and it's been working out in their favor. Ultimately, the winner here is football, is the NFL. You're getting these two powerhouses. You're getting a 14 or possibly 14-win team that still goes on the road for the playoffs.
Which is going to suck. So if you lose, you go on the road.
Man,
you go on the road.
Bro,
it sucks.
To win 14 games and still have to go on the road on the playoffs.
The NFL need to change this rule.
Well, no, because that still sucks to the people who win the division. Because do we still take away, how these teams are divided along? It's just
I'm sorry. You get you win your division, you get a shot at the playoffs. That's all you need.
Man,
If I still hated that when they made the Saints go to Seattle that time.
I hated it as well, but I mean,
I'm like this. It needs to be, if you are a 14-win team, and this person is a 7-win team, you gonna tell me that 14-win team don't deserve to be at home versus that 7?
Won their division. So out of the people that's
by default, they won by default.
Okay.
By default. That shit needs to be changed. I'm like, okay, you get an automatic ticket to the dance, but we receive by record.
Why we keep moving the goalposts? The rules are the rules. They're already established. That's what makes.
And I'm like this. I'm all about fairness. I'm like, if your team is way worse than mine, I shouldn't be hosting you. That's what it should be. Yeah. It's not my fault that I was in Minnesota. I'm in Minnesota.
When we lost that game in Seattle.
I know, and I didn't like it then. And the people was calling for them to change it then.
Well,
I'm like this. Because you can't say it's the team's fault. Because I won 14 games.
It's not that it's a fault.
It's like I won 14 games. I just so happen to be in the division where somebody won 15.
Okay. I understand.
That's fucked up.
That's
and then you win 8.
So
and I gotta go to your house winning 8.
So how super disrespectful is that? So a team that I so happen to be in the division with, they got the crown. So their crown and their reward is hosting a playoff game.
Well, so getting the bye.
That's super disrespectful. I mean, I just respect the rules.
I'm like this.
For a while.
I mean, you backed into the playoffs because you're in a weak ass division. That's super disrespectful to a team that's a powerhouse.
Everybody's in the NFL. Everybody's a pro here. So don't sit here and move the goalpost just so happens because
making the shit fair.
I feel so bad for you because you won all these games. Well, guess what? You didn't win more games than your division winner. So now your consolation prize, guess what? You are still a powerhouse. You just don't happen to host a playoff game. Is it fair? No, but guess what? If you're good enough, then if somebody else is good enough, then you'll end up hosting the game.
I'm just saying that shit needs to be I'm like, you receive by record. That's how I look at it. Like, damn, like it's rare occasions like this.
That's the beauty of the NFL playoff system. So there's 4 division winners and there's 2 additional slots. I'm sorry, in this case, 3 additional slots.
Only get fucking like I'm like this. You only should get congratulations, you won your division. You in the playoffs. But if you're one of these teams that's like 7-9, this God forbid a 6-10, 6 and fucking 11 team getting there.
We use
God forbid a 6 and 11 team getting there some kind of way. That's when it's gonna change. Watch. That's when the shit gonna change.
Who's gonna keep going to 11 as a professional football team? Who's going to 11?
It's gonna be. I believe the AFC South could be one like that. Team with the NFC South could be like that. We got a bunch of trash teams in there. All it takes is one person just to win all the division games and lose everything else, and somebody else don't win. You've been a really trash division. You can make the playoffs logistically at 6 and 11.
Yeah, that's like an anomaly.
That's when it's going. That's when I think it's going to change. When a team that's so bad makes it, and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, that's probably as rare as a full solar flare coming about, a solar eclipse coming about.
Saying, it's gonna be some stupid shit like that, and it's gonna be like people gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Nah, we gotta change this.
Yeah,
but it's not far fetched because we got some divisions that are trash. We got a lot of divisions that are trash. I think Doc shit did without. No, it's back. I just said, look, we got a lot of divisions that are trash. So.
Isn't your division kind of trashy?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
But the winner is going to have 8 or 9 wins. So
you're going to have 8 or 9 wins, so I'm not mad with that. I'm just saying whoever has to play the loser of this game going to get the shit kicked out of them anyway. I don't think it's going to be a repeat of the Saints versus the damn Seahawks. So congratulations, division winner. You got into the playoffs. But your reward to get the shit kicked out you by the NFC North, the
second best team
division in football.
Yep.
the best division in football. That is. Okay, Jay, who you got? You the last one they pick.
I am going with the Minnesota Vikings.
Pop's gonna get your ass.
I know. That's why I had to do it, man. I had to do it, Pops. Sorry.
I mean, it's not like he ain't got this nice, comfortable, this 10 win lead.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really go wrong with this type of game either. So,
yeah. David Montgomery might be back in the middle of the playoffs. Okay. Didn't the winner only have 9 wins last year? Yep. In the NFC South, yeah. The winner only had 9 wins last year and didn't they beat somebody? I think they beat the Cowboys or some shit. I think that's what happened. I don't know. I know Tampa won it last year. And Tampa gonna win it again with 9 wins, I think, this year. I think we don't know. We don't know with Tampa. I don't know their record right
I'm
now.
sure that you
Tampa's 9-7, so if they win this year, they win this game, it'll be 10-7. So that's what it is. So man, we got the final picks for the regular season. Unless Jay really fucks up. He probably will be the winner. Unless Jay really fucks up. And it'll be
but what's the fuck up? I was gonna say, what the fuck? How am I gonna fuck up in the playoffs?
I know I'm talking about. No, you win the regular season. Playoffs, I might do something else for the playoffs, but regular season you won. So because Izzy won that way last year, because he probably wouldn't have won in the playoffs because it was much closer last year than it was this year. So thing is, unless you fuck up really badly this week, which means a lot of us are going to be fucking up really badly. Yeah, you would win. You got a 7-game lead over Eric.
And we pretty much picked a lot of the same teams this week.
Yeah. Like I started to pick opposite of you all the just say fuck it, just go opposite of what Jay says, just see what the fuck happens. And then see what the fuck happens.
I mean, overall, everybody will have a winning overall record, so it's not like anybody will be,
Nobody gonna have the Anthony Award from last year. Anthony didn't have or the Nasty Award. Anthony and Nasty had some bad records last year. So everybody's pretty much was in the hunt. It's just that Jay had 2 good weeks that separated him.
Yeah,
that's the only difference. Jay had 2 back-to-back good weeks, and everybody had average weeks, and that's when he took the lead.
Yeah, I was kind of shooting for a perfect week that one time. I think it was in week 7.
Izzy had one. Izzy had one if he would have just picked the fucking Texans. But he picked Miami listening to Mrs. B and fucked up the first perfect week we'd have had. He picked the perfect week.
It wouldn't have caught him up, though.
You didn't pick those. But when you did pick, you had a losing record. It doesn't matter if you picked from the beginning of it, you had a losing record, and it was bad. It was a bad losing record. It wasn't like it was close. You did much better this year. You did much better this year. And unless the champ had the champ gonna finally gonna get his trophy. I told Izzy I should make him wait until you get yours and then send his.
Honestly, that's how I thought it was going to be, so I could bring it onto the show. But like, look, I got my trophy.
Before Izzy, fuck the Giants.
And Izzy would have been like, fuck you. Yours got lost in the mail.
I'm like this. I say, yeah, another New York Puerto Rican win this trophy. We're going to put a Puerto Rican flag on that trophy.
There you go. And then next year, if Doc wins it, he could have the Mongolian flag, a Mongoloid flag or whatever on his shit.
Oh man. Ooh,
Did
man.
did Anthony start late last year? I thought he started in the
He
beginning.
started on time last year. It was the other year he started late. And it was just nasty who didn't pick at all.
Wasn't it your pops came in for Nasty?
Yeah, and he made Nasty viable. That's why I say Pops needs to start doing it every week. See, he does it 1 to 2 weeks and then he stops and he do it every
That's
2
because
weeks.
he's out there throat goating it. That's why.
Well, he's getting throat goat. And Pops ain't a damn throat goat. Talking about throat goat. No. He's getting
I didn't mean he's getting goaded or whatever. I didn't mean
he's getting
your
goated.
pop wasn't doing, did he?
No.
I know that.
Yeah, that's what's going on. I forgot what he named. He said why he missed the show last week. Some type of move he named. I'm like, okay. I don't want
did he miss the show? I thought he came on towards the end.
He came on for the wrestling show.
Ah.
I said, damn, I missed my pick. I said, you got my number, text me your picks. Look at the games and text me your pick. That's all you got to do.
Yeah. He would probably be Brandon Dick. He had some good weeks when he was making picks.
Good job.
He probably
James Conley is on my hit list. Yeah. So, and I was a champion in fantasy football. Like I said earlier, it's what it was. I predicted it. It happened. I swept the Smart Psychology podcast. It happened. I told everything in fantasy. I told you what happened. What happened? I was going to win. I was going to sweep the Smart side. Hey, I'm pretty good at that.
Spoiler.
Listen, they had what, 4 guys from Smarks come over?
3. Yeah, 3. We had 5.
Oh, they had 3, and 2 of them didn't even make the playoffs. And the one who talked the most shit got beat
before the championship game.
But the one that said he was going to win the championship.
You didn't even meet me there. I made sure I beat the shit out of Izzy to get there. I was there waiting on him. And he showed up. They gave me a good game, but hey.
We knew your Bengals 3 was going to kill people.
The Bengals 3 made it a game, and I was still nervous because he had 2 people on Monday Night Football. He had those damn Lions, those 2 Lions, Laporta and he had in St. Brown. And then they start. At one point, they gave Brown those points for that hook and ladder play, and I was getting pissed. I'm like, fuck no. I was like, fuck no. I was gonna protest that. Fuck no. They took it away, thank God. Well, I'm like, fuck no, ain't no way. They gave him them fucking points, and all he did was throw it to the man, and the man broke it.
You're right.
I said, well,
that's the
fuck
guy
no.
that I had, but
hell nah.
So good, I had no game.
I was gonna use my commissioner veto power on this shit.
And,
fuck that. We was not gonna let that go down like that.
And then on top of that, I'm still getting the notifications.
Okay,
Jameson Williams had a big play.
They did that.
I don't care. That. I'm not playing. I'm out.
They let you know, hey, Jameson Williams, this is what you could have had.
You should have went into your phone and shut off the notifications.
It's all good.
Because I was going to ask you, you wrote in the chat to them, did they stop sending you the notifications after you did?
No.
Oh, all right. I thought I was going to ask them, did that work?
Yeah, I tagged them and say, bro, stop sending me the notifications, bro. The season's over for me. Not rubbing it in. But it's good to enjoy football for football's sake. Nah, I didn't even care about our pick'ems. I was like, I get to enjoy football for football now.
Yeah.
Then when you're in a full house with, family and you got your own family rolling, it's just like, whatever I can enjoy, I'll take it.
You gonna start a baseball league?
I guess if y'all want to do it, I'll do it. I don't make
I
me
mean, I've
no.
never done a baseball one before, so I don't know what if you have to pick.
I did it, but you got to do it every fucking day. It is maintenance. It's maintenance. It's like a basketball league. You got to do that shit every fucking day. It's not like you just pick it for one, like a couple days out the week. It's every day, and if you don't set your lineup, you'll lose. It's every fucking day. It is maintenance. Now, if y'all want to do it, I'll set it up, but it is maintenance. Like a
Yeah, but
motherfucker.
it's only gonna be because who knows if Smarks is gonna want to do baseball.
It's gonna just be us, but I'm just saying they probably don't want to do baseball. It's maintenance like a motherfucker. I'm just telling you, it's maintenance. But besides that, it's fun. I did one before, but it's real maintenance. And I'm like, that's too much time.
You gotta pick. You gotta pick what pitching staffs, or you pick
Yeah.
pitchers
You
individually.
you pick individual pitchers, relievers, but then they got saver, relievers. You got yeah, you pick and then you pick your batters and stuff. But yeah, you pick your closers and you pick your starting pitching. Yeah, it's like that. You don't pick. It's not like they're talking about defense. Nah, you got to pick your
Yeah,
players.
you gotta pick the players.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta do it. You gotta do research.
Yeah, that's why I said it's not as easy as people think. There's a lot of maintenance and a lot of research. But hey, I'm about it. Definitely about it, man. So, but yeah, I just realized I had the Doc Eric's Lady Gets banner going the whole time. Man made it, my bad. You ain't no good. You could have told me I had the shit going.
You run the show. I don't know what I thought you forgot.
I did. I literally did. Oh
It
man,
looks like Eric froze.
yeah, he froze a little bit.
No, he's frozen.
Yeah, he froze a little bit. Yeah, he froze. Yeah, he froze. Oh, he froze. But we gonna go to shout outs. Yeah, hopefully Eric unfreezes himself.
I think his battery was dying. Yeah, his battery died.
Yeah, he died. We're gonna go to
I would
shout out.
give a shout out to everybody. I hope you guys had a good New Year. You know, I feel bad for what happened in New Orleans, but they're already starting a narrative. So do your research before you start pointing fingers to people. It sucks that had to go down and people had to get hurt. Like to shout out all the people that were on in comments tonight. And I'm sure you have who liked it and who been paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, like to say that New Year's here. Let's do big things. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and let's grow. Buy the merchandise, and thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. Eric probably gonna talk about the New Orleans thing next week because I think his battery died. I talked a lot about it last night. Just shout out to the people that's helped, to start the rebuild. As you can see, I'm wearing the Mardi Gras colors for NOLA. It's my hometown, and shit, I'm always in town. I don't live in New Orleans no more, but I live close. But I'm still, there. I'm still there, and it's sad what happened. And I just hope that's the last time it happens. And man, and my wife told me the Superdome was the safest place to be last night for the game. So I'm glad it was safe and nothing happened. And People just need to stop this shit. Like, stop hurting innocent people because of what you might believe. That's all I can say. Just stop hurting innocent people. Believe what you want to believe in. We can't tell you what to believe in, but innocent people should not get hurt because of your beliefs. All right. Man, shout out to you, Jay, Eric, Anthony, Izzy for sending his picks. Thank God. The Ericans. Nobody liked the show today. What's up with y'all today? Nobody ain't put no hearts in no nothing. But
I think it's because people are still recovering from fucking the first. Yeah,
well, we had
a
people watching. We had a few people watching. A good bit of people watching while we were doing the thing. I was looking at the numbers. Good few people were watching. Man, but next time, man, y'all like it and comment. You know what I'm saying?
Stop being so shy.
Yeah, we talked about that last night. Yeah, I heard about the Vegas thing at Trump Tower too. All that stuff just needs to stop. And you know, we came so far as a people to keep doing this shit. You know, all this shit. I just stopped watching the news after a while. I just had to decompress from that shit. Especially down here that it was on the news and the news was on all day. So that was depressing as fuck. So, you know, I like doing this podcast because, you know, it takes my mind away from things. It makes, you know, it takes your mind from the world just for a little bit. These 2.5, 3 hours, 3.5 hours almost. It brings, you know, it brings peace of mind and brings joy to talk about sports or wrestling or whatever we're talking about. So yeah, I enjoy that. Oh man, we'll be back next week with the wrestling show. I think Change for Wrestling is coming onto the show next week. I gotta hit up Jabari and find out. So we might have guests next week. You know, if not, it's gonna be me, or whoever else want to come on, they can come on. You know, then we're gonna do the sports show on Friday. So we'll be here with the picks and see if Jay make it official to make Jay the new champ, and maybe Izzy might get his trophy by then. maybe he can show the trophy off or some shit. Yeah, I just kept forgetting. But so until next week, it's your host Mo Young. You got the Diabolical Hater Jay, and for Doc Eric, whose phone has died. We'll see you later. Peace. We out.
Peace out.
And if you see me keep looking over my shoulder, I gotta watch my back. See, oh, she egged me. Oh, shit all over my rip with the jersey. Go get me a towel. Y'all didn't know.
You fucking owners have handled Judge, Gentleman, retired? Come on! He should have been fired before the fucking season! Joe Judge, quarterback sneak on not one, but 2 times from the fucking 5-yard line!
And we're talking echelon, it's going to be Yankees first, Giants second, Jets third, Mets last.
No!
Wait a minute. It's Yankees first.
Okay.
Giants second.
Okay.
Knicks third.
No!
Jets fourth. Mets fifth. Oh, wait a minute. The Nets spit their mouth when they found out he was leaving. Maybe it was girl number 25 that didn't mind doing it.
I'll just put it this way. It's way bigger than Nino Brown, a.k.a. Deshaun Watson. This is way bigger than him.
That's exactly what this
That's
is.
why.
And
Maybe
what I'm
that's why he got off, because it's bigger than him and there's bigger people implicated in this.
I think it's gonna come to maybe 5 years down the line, and then Cleveland gonna crumble.